Oh, Merry Christmas, everybody! Welcome to Roll Incorporated in D&D. I am...
Yep.
I am the Dungeon Master. Tonight, your lively Santa Claus.
You're keeping that on the whole time. You have to keep it on whole time. Enjoy that. Enjoy having to deal with that.
You don't make the rules.
I can walk away.
Merry Christmas. We are playing D&D tonight, so I hope that you are going to enjoy having some of that in your life. And I was going to start the recap, but I realized I need to kick it over to Jackie for announcements first.
You know, I should have actually been planned on having the announcements open and ready, but having switched locations yet again and setups, this is really fun. And my everything is real not great. Hold on one second. Momentary pause. Okay, I found it. So, hello, welcome back to Roll Incorporated with St. Nicholas, I guess. Some stuff up at the top. If you have a Twitch Prime account, you can, of course, subscribe for free once a month. But you need to re-up that every month. We'd be so happy if you chose us to support with that. We'd love to see you hanging around and everything. As always, we're looking forward to interacting with you over the chat and over with Twitter and all of our social media accounts. You can find us on Twitter at _ROLLINC. I said that a little bit fast. I'll repeat myself. _ROLLINC. I'm turning into my retail voice. This is a problem. If you've missed any of our episodes, don't worry, you have time to catch up and go on over to the Dice Cult YouTube page, where you can watch all of our episodes from the beginning under our Roll Incorporated playlist. Reminder that there is a chance for you guys to give out a portent dice and give one of our lovely members of our party a special dice to use if they should need it for a moment that you particularly enjoy or a character line something to give out some inspiration at the end of the stream. Also, we have some exciting news coming up in the future regarding some possible dice giveaways. So please follow us on our social media and you will hear all about some potential dice that could come to your hands. When? I don't know. I'm not clued in enough to know any of that. I'm getting very distracted by Matt just yanking on that beard. So, as always, smash that follow button. Scott, you were so early.
The hang time.
You hanged way long this time.
I was waiting for hands to come up. I usually don't wait for hands.
That's
to
fair.
come up.
That's fair.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Just saying, if you have a subscription available and you give it to us, that'll put you on the good list. Not really.
God. Like
This thing. Let's see. Where did the party leave off last week? Oh boy, this thing's scratchy.
You did this to yourself, my dude.
That's okay.
Is it?
Let's see. The last 2 weeks, the party has been on the road. On their first day on the road, the party dealt with some dirty watch members as Olivia and Clara worked together to persuade and humiliate them into doing their jobs correctly. That first night on the road, they found and helped a fallen ranger named Tom Keene, and Clara acquired a curious silver whistle in the process. The second day on the road, Clara worked on some spells as the party talked among themselves and made friends with their wagon party while escorting Tom Keene to his home. While working on her spells, Clara accidentally made herself very wealthy as she turned her gold into platinum. On the third, then the party took a long evening to deliver Tom Keene to his house, where his wife warned the party about a wagon with 3 wheels. Then the party took an evening rest and made plans to continue in the morning, where they passed through the crossroads, where Caden and Egg got a deep massage, giving them some special healing dice for the future. And as we ended the session last time, the party was beginning to pass by a 3-wheeled wagon on the road, which I was describing, and I will roll back to that time and re-describe it for everyone right after this intro, and then we'll play some D&D. We are back. Yeah, wearing that stuff kind of threw my mojo off.
Did it to yourself.
I did do it to myself. Yes, I am the my own problem maker, very much so. As you guys leave the crossroads, you're walking down this road. There's a couple wagons in front of you who are walking with you. You're sort of walking around them and moving through. You guys pass on the side of the road a metal cart. This in and of itself is unusual. Let me put everyone else's cameras up where I can see them so it looks to me like I'm talking to them. This in and of itself is unusual, as most carts are not metal. And in this cart is a square container of some sort that is covered with a black cloth. You all right there?
Blinded myself. That's fine.
He accidentally cast light in her own face.
I unplugged my ring light by accident, and when I turn it off and turn it back on, it's a lot brighter than when I first set it up. It's fine. It's off to a great start.
Major props for Clara for moving between locations every week. Jackie on location here. Sorry, major props to Jackie. We need to get her a trailer or something so she has her,
Yeah, buy me an RV. Patreon link. First subscriber goal.
That would be kind of cool if you showed up at all the other players' houses and you just played with them for a session.
That's a COVID violation waiting to happen.
Anyway, where were we? Right, they're passing by a metal cart, and surrounding the cart were 6 Warforged who were guarding the cart and standing in such a way that made it very clear that nobody was to approach. On the side of the cart, it was a symbol etched in the cart, kind of small. If anyone, we'll see whether or not anyone notices what it was. And then standing next to the cart, one person holding it up with levitate, and the other one just sort of keeping their eyes on the road while one Warforged is setting this wheel up, was 2 Ministry of Magic mages. The party approach, and as they approach, the farmer breaks off from the rest of the traffic that's moving and starts to approach the cart. You can tell he's saying something along the lines of, "Need some help with that? I got some experience in that area." And as he approaches, the Ministry of Magic member that's standing watch traces a symbol in the air and then speaks in a voice that is quite loud, saying, "No, thank you. On your way." And all right, Clara, you would know that, and probably Olivia, you guys would know that he casts like prestidigitation, I think is the spell that allows you to magnify your voice. Just
Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. Thank you. Cast thaumaturgy, which allows you to magnify your voice. Prestidigitation is open windows and clean yourself off. Nope, thaumaturgy is
that's also thaumaturgy.
So just, clean yourself off is prestidigitation. Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation?
Prestidigitation. Thank you.
Leviosa.
Hey. Leviosa. Anyway, so this is, you guys are now beginning to make your way past the carts. The Ministry of Magic man who is standing there, he's about 5'7", with a very trimmed and proper beard, and he has his traditional blue robes with gold lining and a square with a circle in it which indicates the Ministry of Magic on his chest. And he is just watching everybody, not so interested in who's going by for who they are, just interested in making sure nobody approaches them. Occasionally he looks over his shoulder, and he's not looking at the progress that's being made on the cart. He's looking at the cart itself and the contents and just sort of nervously checking it. The thing pulling this cart is a giant Clydesdale-esque horse made out of metal, like 19-20 hands tall. This thing is absolutely massive. And to put that into perspective, yes, it's actually a hand is that, and 20 hands tall would be about 6'7"
inches. So yeah.
So it goes up to the shoulder, not the head. So this is the shoulder of this horse. This mechanical horse just towers above everyone in the party. Herd would be level with this, but everybody else would, this thing is just massive. And then the head is another 2 feet above that, 3 feet or so. And it's just sort of sitting there at rest. Okay. Does anyone want to try to get a closer look at this as you walk by? Not necessarily approach, but just sort of look at it.
Me.
Yeah, definitely as well. As a what do we need to worry about here?
Very much so.
Yeah, I'll get a look at it as well.
Go ahead and roll perceptions, everybody who wishes to.
I currently don't
Good old
have
12.
somebody else done.
That's what I was thinking of. That's exactly the picture I was thinking of.
16. Sorry, I don't know. I can't open Foundry right now. It freaked out on me.
That's fine. If you can roll regular dice, you can roll on your phone, and I'll just trust whatever you tell me.
I can prove it. I have a 16. I don't know what
I believe you.
Oh wait, I have.
This is perception, so you have a +4 to that. So you have 20.
I can do basic arithmetic.
So Magda and Clara, you guys both see that the symbol looks like this. I think it should have popped up on the screen. Oh wait, Clara can't actually see because
it's a beautiful symbol. It's okay. It's lovely.
You drew this symbol. This is the 3 balls.
Oh, then I know what it is.
Yeah. Sorry, I got to get used to the. Do you have Twitch open?
Sure.
No, you don't.
I can.
Yeah. So that's the
Merry
symbol.
Christmas, everyone.
I'll go get my iPad and get Twitch open.
Because then she can see the maps and stuff 5 seconds later.
Are we going to get demonetized?
Jingle
That's
balls.
3 balls,
bells.
not 2.
This is the fantasy land.
This is the normal.
Ian,
Sorry. He's talking about you
we
don't have
weren't going to get demonetized until then.
What? What are we going to demonetize for? For 1 second.
Go ahead.
Children.
Let's see. I'm taking away something. One of the balls.
Children.
They were just.
Are they
These guys
laughing
have
about
never
balls?
seen.
We're laughing.
They've never seen 3 balls before. So
Are we still doing phrasing? Because if so, phrasing.
Yeah.
I'll send it to Discord in case you can't see it yet.
she actually drew this. So
You asked me
Okay.
to draw 3 balls and lines.
it's exactly what I wanted. You drew exactly what I
perfect.
wanted.
This is great.
In terms of the art, this is exactly what I wanted for the art.
Okay. I'm not judging.
Everything else
I'm
completely
not
derailed.
judging. I walk away for like 3 seconds and all I hear is chaos.
So, with that, what would you guys like to do? I'm assuming walking down the road. You can stop and talk to them if you wish. You can keep going. It's really up to you.
Can we see in the cart?
You can see. In order to see into the cart, you're going to have to change your path a little bit, as there is a black tarp covering the cart. But it looks like there might be a corner that you might be able to peek through if you sort of change your trajectory.
Is that going to require me like?
Kind of like the shape of what it is. Under?
Yes, it is a very square object, and when I say very square, I mean like a normal box like would be under a tarp and would have a particular shape. But the way the tarp moves on it, it's almost like it with your perception 20. It's almost like it might be glass under there and like be very clear-cut corners, not a wooden case or something like that. And the box itself is about 5 feet by 5 feet. It's a pretty big box.
So there's the Ministry of Magic and there's that symbol. Do the Warforged have the Ministry of Magic symbol or that symbol or something else?
That's a very good question. As you sort of give them an eyeball over, you see that they have carved onto their shoulders a T75 on them. But outside of that, you kind of give them an eyeball. You've never actually seen Warforged before. You might have heard of one Warforged that has been around that acts as a bounty hunter, and you might have had some exchange with him. But these ones say T75 on their shoulder. And they're interesting because they don't like they look more like think Attack of the Clones bots kind of thing, more than you would think Warforged. They do have a human shape, and it looks like there could be a helmet and people inside. There's enough space for that, but they have a very thin body type, almost like they're Somebody help me out here.
Anatomically?
No, they're like they are. Huh?
Like they're automata?
Yes. Almost like that more than a human inside.
Cool. All right. I'm not looking to be sus, so I'm not trying to sneak around them.
Cool. You guys walk by then.
I'll,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna give a look over to the group and kind of nod over, like slowest bit.
Oh, keep in mind, Olivia, you and Caden, I think, are the only ones who heard the warning. The other two were not close enough to have heard the warning.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were up by
Why?
the door, Caden was behind you, and Magda was behind Caden, and Clara was all the way back. And
Oh,
she
well-
just shared it in a low voice.
If they hadn't heard, I would have said something.
Oh,
Okay.
I heard the warning.
Okay, then that's fine. Then we'll just say everyone knows the warning then.
Okay.
Hey, Olivia,
Hmm.
have you seen one of those before? The
No.
mechanical golem-esque.
I was just wondering if I could. Do you guys want me to run by there and ask if they need any help from a watch member, or steer clear?
I kind of-
Ministry of Magic. I think we should stay away.
Yeah.
We don't want
Okay.
to be unnecessary.
Yeah, only if you think you can do it without giving your name, but I have a feeling they're going to want your name.
Yeah, guess so. All right. It's just so interesting. I don't
I
know.
mean, do we know which way they're headed?
They appear to be heading in the same direction you are headed.
So just to clarify for visuals, so they're off the road or on the road?
On the road, it looks like the wheel fell off while they were riding.
Gotcha. Okay.
And
And so
it's a
people are
back
just
left
taking
wheel,
a wide
so-
berth.
Yeah. And it looks like the process of the wheel falling off shifted their cargo a little bit, and the wagon looks like it fell, which could be the case because it's an incredibly heavy metal wagon, or maybe it wasn't hooked up to the horse correctly or something. But whatever it was, this wheel just fell off, and the cart looks like it went like that, and they're fixing that. None of them look like Teamsters.
What kind of weapons do the Warforged have, if any?
It appears as if they have each of them have 2 javelins across their back, and then as they're standing there, one of their arms has a shield that looks like it's attached, and the other arm, when the farmer approached, you saw one of the Warforged. The arm went from a hand extended out into becoming a single long sword that was part of its body, and then when the farmer backed off, it sort of shifted back into a hand. You can't tell whether or not it came out of him or whether or not the metal shifted to become that.
Okay.
Let's keep a wide berth then.
Yeah.
Clara's been
Okay.
pretty nervous lately. I think we should
It
just leave this
If-
one.
with a cart like that, they're going to catch up to us if they get it fixed, and they're coming our way. Deal with them now.
They
We don't
can
have
pass
to.
by. We're
All
not
right.
going to deal with them. We're going to
No,
avoid them.
I meant deal as in like talk to them and be like, "Yo, need any help? Maybe you should turn around." I don't know.
I think
Yeah,
it's none
okay.
of our concern.
I mean,
So
it might very much be our concern, but not the time nor the place.
All right.
Not in the
You
middle.
continue on the road for the rest of the afternoon. This was around noon when you left because you had to get up later because of the overnight, and you stopped in the crossroads. So you travel for another about 4 hours. That's Clara. I'm assuming, Clara, you're continuing to just do some math and do some practice stuff. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check real quick.
Do we get any warning?
Yes, I will absolutely be like, I'm going to try a thing.
You could step off
Fine.
the road as well if you wanted. Like when you're ready to try the spell, you could step off the road.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm pulling up my.
Yeah, I think we would be like, keep her in eyesight,
Mhm.
but not
Right.
nearby.
Your Arcana is +7.
+7.
Mhm.
Okay, sorry. Google is failing me.
No, Google.
It's a problem. All right.
Um,
I got on D&D Beyond. I got a 15.
Nice. So with that 15,
Well, plus 7 because I didn't add anything.
right. Yeah. Which we didn't actually add
22.
anything last time we did it either. So with the plus 7 and the 9 and the 15, yeah, with that you finish the spell. As you figure out how to make the spell work, or you're pretty certain you did, you're gonna need to cast it once to really like know that it works. But at the moment, you think
I
it
will
works.
cast it.
Really quick, roll me a d100 though.
Oh, can D&D Beyond do that for me?
I could roll one if you wanted.
Just roll it for me. I'll find out in the Twitch stream.
58.
I don't know
Okay.
what that means.
I do. Okay, so you get the spell to go off, and you feel slightly different, but you know the spell works. In the moment right after, do you want to do anything?
I know that it works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you think it works. You're 90% certain, 99% certain.
99% okay.
Yeah.
I will just kind of like look very happy with myself. Close the book. Who is the closest person to me?
I think we're all in a
Say Caden or Olivia.
Okay. Whoever is the closest, I would probably be
Actually,
like,
it doesn't really matter. Who wants to be the closest? It could be Magda as well.
who wants
I
to
mean,
be
we're-
close to me?
Are you gonna ask any of us or mention that you're gonna cast a spell?
I definitely told you guys, hey, I'm trying out spell work.
Right,
As
but are
a
you gonna say
warning.
like I need to cast the spell on someone?
No, so I think I can I cast this just on myself? I don't remember.
Yep, just on yourself.
Yeah, so I can only cast it on myself. And this is not road time. I mean, this could be road time stuff, but it's definitely going to draw some eyes if I cast this and then ask you guys to do the thing that needs to trigger it.
Well, you guys, I'm assuming, stepped off the road a little bit, so you're a little ways off the road, a couple hundred feet if you need to be.
I mean, no, this is more like let's wait for the hut, but like I figured out something and I'm very happy with myself.
As she just starts walking back down the road, about a minute passes, Clara, and a feeling sort of shivers over you, and you're back to normal. For 1 minute, you're resistant to all damage.
Oh,
Wait, that would suck.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I was hoping you'd test it.
That would be awful. No, it's fine.
So, you guys, for 4 hours, while she's doing that, what is everyone else doing?
for 4 hours.
Yeah, right. I mean, you could just be
Okay.
walking and talking. There doesn't have to be something you're doing. You're on the road.
When Clara mentions that she's working on this spell, I'm going to drop back and talk to Magda. Do you think she's been working on that spell, but she seemed a little perturbed at not being able to cast that armor spell last night?
She did. I'm not sure that that's what she's doing now, though.
You think she's still trying to craft that new one she was talking about?
Probably. I think it's the new one. I mean, that one seems to be the one that requires the most experimentation for her.
Experimentation's exactly what I was thinking of. You think we can develop new magic? I mean, we have developed
We
new magic.
have,
Do you
certainly.
think we can
Well, I think
work on it?
experimentation, that's what happens in fights, isn't it? So perhaps if we can do it outside of combat, we can have a better grasp of what we're doing.
Yeah, some more control over that would be really nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe if we find a time off the road, we
Yeah,
should
perhaps when we
try that.
rest for the evening, we can do some experimenting, see if we can pry what Clara is working on out of her and
Yeah.
do some exploration of our own.
All right. That makes me nervous for some reason.
Do you have anything in mind that you want to try?
This bow, then he holds up his short bow. I've always been okay with it, but not great. I'm impressed with what you keep doing where you're just like launching things from your
Yes. I
Something
wonder if
like
you
that.
can do that too. It's technically the same magic, right? It's supposed
yours and mine. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. I think so.
So in theory, you should be able to do it too.
Well, I mean, yes, but I've got this sword that keeps appearing and you haven't had that. So I don't really understand how it like it
Maybe I can
feels-
make a sword. I don't know what I would do with a sword. A dagger?
I don't know. I saw you with a sword with Olivia yesterday. It was that was fun.
It was fun, but a sword is
Fun
not
for
my
me.
weapon of choice.
That's fair.
I'm sure you enjoyed watching me flounder.
Actually, it was pretty good. She seems to be a good teacher. She knows what she's doing.
She does. She certainly does. She's a better teacher than I expected her to be.
Well, so maybe there's a magical dagger in your future. I don't know. We can
Interesting.
try
Yours
some
comes
stuff.
out of your tattoo, doesn't it?
The sword? I think so. I mean, it's not like it comes out of my tattoo, but it certainly feels like it when I
I've seen it move. Your tattoo.
yeah.
Interesting.
Do you know where yours comes from?
My magic?
Yeah.
To be honest, I didn't really think about it. It just, I want something to happen and it happens. And so far I've had good luck. And guessing what I can do?
Maybe try paying attention to that. Mine comes it's like this tingle through my arm in the tattoo, and sometimes it feels like a shiver, sometimes it's like almost nails down my arm. Just maybe pay attention. Maybe there's some source for you.
If anything, I feel a hum in my body, in my bones. Interesting. I wonder if this is how magic feels for all people. I looked at
Clara
Jackie.
seemed to
Sorry.
have a
Chloe is screaming internally if she's hearing this.
Clara seemed to have a much more tangible, almost like visual and physical representation as she described it. And it sounds like Olivia has something similar. But
It's certainly interesting. I mean, I can see the weave now, but I don't feel any connection to it particularly. Not in the way Clara described, at least. What about you?
I haven't paid enough attention. I think I've been more often.
Have you tried to look at the weave?
No. It's You go 30 some odd years, not ever
It was
experiencing
the first
magic.
thing I did.
Okay.
But I understand what you're saying. It was the
Been
novelty
fo-
of it. that got
focused on the feeling,
Hmm.
not so much what it looks like, I suppose. And to be honest, most of the time when I've seen it, it's being wielded by something or someone that's trying to kill us, and I've been a little focused on them.
This is understandable. Yeah, you're not wrong. I just remember the first time casting a spell, and when we were kids, that was the test. That was the test we failed, and the satisfaction in being able to do it. I thought it was worth it.
Maybe that's the difference. I don't remember failing. I don't remember that at all. I just
Right.
never did it. Presumably I
Still
failed.
I still think you should try it.
All right, well, we'll practice some more then. Find out what other spells we can cast that Clara can't.
I suppose we should do some thought and calculation, as she has been doing while walking. in
Oh, right.
preparation.
Sure. Okay. Thinking about it doesn't feel like my strong suit, but it feels like
Alright.
intuition to me, but I'll think
Well,
about it.
perhaps we're taking lessons from those who have casted all their lives. So, I don't know. Maybe this is the way to do things. Maybe not.
It's the way.
You are probably right, as usual.
Seeing Clara scrolling in her books and reading, and then Caden and Magda talking, and then Olivia settles on Egg, who's walking. It's like, oh, last one. And then, well, I guess I got to figure out how to use this information Magda taught me somehow. She walks up to Egg, kind of doing like the awkward arm swinging, like clapping thing. Hey.
Oh, hi, Olivia. Sorry. I had dentist work on my teeth. That did not come out right. Hi, Olivia.
Yeah. Hi. How's it going?
Oh, it's going good. We're making good time. Though we're not in a real rush. What do you think they're talking about that back there? They're like all low voices, and when I tried to drift back, Magda gave me a dirty look, so I just stayed over here.
Oh yeah, they do that. You know, they're like tight childhood friend kind of thing. They're probably talking in a secret language that they only know or something like that. I don't
Oh,
know.
that's cool. I should ask them what the secret language is.
Well, then it wouldn't be a secret.
Well, they know, so it's not a secret to them. But
Well, I think it's like, I guess then it would be a secret between 3 people instead of 2 people.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so like what do you like desire? What do you like in life?
Oh, that's a really deep question. You just like dive right into it, don't you? Like, I didn't realize you're this deep thinking.
Is that okay, let's try surface level. I guess you like fire.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Like I need money right now. I desire some riches. So I can start up some orphanages.
Oh, seriously?
Oh yeah. I was taken in out of one. I didn't know who my parents were, so I'd like to start some up. Also, I would want to help people like me who have like some innate magic abilities, so they don't have to go into the service of the different. Everyone was pushing me to be a train conductor, which is so boring. Although you get that cool horn, but the to be a train conductor, I don't want to do that, or a driver. Everyone you have to do that if you have inbuilt sorcerer power. So I'd like to give people an option to do something else, and
So like, well, I just I'm planning on I'm planning on doing like a takeover of some territory in the city, and just I was planning on doing some stuff with, once I get like the money from it, I was planning on doing some stuff with orphanages and like setting up some soup kitchens and things like that. So I don't know if you want to work with that and with me.
I mean, that's why I'm going to hunting a treasure, no matter where it is. Like, this is just the map, but even if we found treasure along the way, I'd chase after that, because I mean, two of us, if we get 2 shares of this and we're able to put them in and start building, overhaul the system a little bit, make it less work a little bit harder to hopefully, I was hoping to lobby to allow families to adopt more kids, so that way they could bypass the limit of number of kids they could have by adopting.
Yeah, I've been saying that for a while now. Like, it needs to be like, why just have a full adoption orphanage when families are so sad because they can only have one child? It seems silly and wasting all the resources, and I don't know. I mean, yeah, no, I think you'd be a good addition to the team, if you're willing.
Well, let's that sounds like a great idea. Who else do you have on your team so far?
Well, this guy named Mikhail, and then
What does he do?
I couldn't really get like a full. I think he's like an entrepreneur. He does like more the business side of things.
Oh, so he has money that he'll give you.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. He looked like he had money, so.
Well, from my experience, a lot of people like to look like they have money, and that's where they spent all their money, is on looking like they have money without actually, having money.
Okay. Well, actually, well, maybe you can help me like vet him or something. We can look him over, and you can let me know if he seems legitimate. I guess I never considered otherwise. Yeah.
Just him?
Well, I mean, Clara, Bree agreed to join the group, and then, I mean, I assume the other 2 will probably help out. I mean, they usually don't have anything else to do, so at least it seems like it.
How are we taking over what territory are we taking over? How are we taking it over?
Have you heard of Terry? Big guy. Doesn't
No.
do anything. Okay, well, that edge of the city. It's kind of like north, east.
Oh, up by the slums. The slums on the back up the mountain.
Yeah. He's a slumlord there. Yeah.
Oh. Well, there's a lot of people who live up there who don't necessarily have good families. No. Have to work too hard. Yeah, I mean, if we can find some treasure and get some gold off the ground, I have 1 or 2 debts that I have to pay off, but outside of that,
yeah, we got those too. It's just how it is. But yeah,
I'd be down to help out. That'd be fun. Providing I don't end up having to go back to jail, that'd be good. I didn't really like it in there. Herd was kind of cool, and you guys helping get me out was kind of tight. But
yeah, just don't like burn anything down that like people live in or use.
Yeah, see, that's the thing people keep telling me is don't burn things down. Then they say things like "go have fun," and those 2 are like in direct contrast with each other. Like,
oh yeah, no, I've heard that before too. They're like, yeah, Olivia, go do whatever.
Don't get in any fight.
Yeah, things like that. Like go ahead and go train, and then like get mad when I like cut up the that sack of flour that people punch. Yeah, I cut that whole thing up, and then they were like, "What the hell?" And I was like, "Well, what do you want me to do? Cut up a person?" Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. It mixed messages. They're so confusing. But
yeah.
Oh well. I know not to use my fireball, but I have a different spell that's a little bit more laser focused, as you will. But not as much fun as fireball.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you could like find a job working at like a forge or something. Maybe you can like.
That's what people said, like down at the steam engines and things like that. Yeah, they need people like that. But that just sounds really boring. Like would I come out and do this if I was working there?
Oh.
No. But one other idea was I want to invent some spells or things that would allow me to shoot like fireworks and stuff up into the sky, but like with magic and things. Like, what if you made a fireball that went up and exploded into a bunch of tinier ones, and then was like,
Yeah,
with
totally.
magic, not with fireworks and black powder.
Yeah, that sounds like something that people could use.
Well, I
I
see
mean-
Claire's over there practicing. Maybe I should practice with some of my spells while we go on the road. Just try some of these out.
Well, like, what if you like burnt down the forest or something? That'd suck.
Wait, he's practicing. What if he
Yeah, no,
burns down the forest?
She doesn't do fire though. She does like time. The worst she could do is like, I don't know, set one of our ages back to like a baby or something, or just like
She can
raise
do
our
that?
ages to like 100 or something. I don't know. I would assume.
Holy shit, he's powerful.
I mean, I've told everyone that she's a powerful wizard, and they just don't seem to believe me. I don't know why.
About the other two, can they do stuff like that?
Well, Caden he's kind of like a mixed bag of powers. Like, you do something and then he suddenly has a new thing for it. Like, I don't know, you could like throw something at him and then suddenly like a laser would come out of his eye and he'd like shoot it down. I don't know. It's crazy.
What?
Yeah. No, it's just usually every fight something new. It's insane.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
What about Magda?
Oh, she's just she can kill anything, I think. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah, pretty
cow!
sure.
I thought you were like big and strong because you like have like
I mean,
5 swords, but
I am.
Yeah.
Yes. But like it's with her it's like laser magic. It's the magic.
both
It
of
always-
them lasers.
Well, hers isn't lasers. It's more like a purple fire. It's like a light fire thing. I don't know. I can't describe it. You'd have to see it, but it just seems to always hit and always kill. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Now we're not going to get into any trouble with these
No,
guys.
probably not.
Eye lasers, turn back time. You think like if we were to fight a monster or something, Clara could just rewind time and make it like a baby monster right there?
Well, I don't know. I'd have to. Clara,
Yeah.
can you like make a monster like a small baby? Like, could you like turn back its lifetime and then make it like a child?
Like, right? Do you need that right now?
No, like in hypothetical, in theory.
In theory, I probably I could try.
Phew. See?
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Is this do you want to start killing babies? Is that what's happening here?
Oh, no,
You want to
no. Like,
turn monsters into small, adorable
No, you turn them
creatures
into
for you
smaller
to
ones
murder?
so you don't have to kill them. You turn them into babies so you don't have to fight
They'll
them.
still grow. I can't stop them from
well,
aging.
but if you once it grows up, you like train it.
You'll be
and, like,
long
it'll be
gone.
nice. Or you
Okay.
leave. Yeah.
Are we training baby monsters now? Is this our new business plan?
Well,
Oh, that's
imagine like a
great
baby
idea.
owl
We should
bear.
train like
Yeah.
baby monsters.
Yeah, it's like
Have
how
you
to
been
train your
to
dragon.
Have any of you ever trained an animal ever?
Oh, I have.
Does
I had a little
count?
mouse that I trained to like do handstands for bread.
A bird got really close to me once. Like it was like 5.
Does Kafka count?
Yeah.
No, Kafka doesn't count.
Go. Then no.
We
Okay.
could try. We could start. Maybe that's something we could do at the orphanages. Is have like these monster babies that we have the kids learn
That
to work
seems
with
like
and
a
train,
bad idea.
and then we're
I think you will
rehabilitating
end up-
monsters and kids.
I think you'll end up with dead children.
Yeah, that's
No, separate pens. We'll keep them in separate pens.
Pens. We don't keep children in pens, Olivia. I am not doing this for you. It's purely hypothetical. I don't know that I could actually do it, but I'm not doing it for you.
At least not the good ones, anyways.
Hey, at least, well, Olivia, if they won't turn them back, we could always just go and find baby monsters.
I mean,
That
that's
Sounds
also
like kidnapping. Literally the definition of kidnapping. Please do not
monsters,
steal
not
monsters.
people.
yeah, it's a monster, so it doesn't it's not the
Do
same.
We can
want-
start with things that
We're
are
not
monsters.
going to go find baby monsters.
Man, these guys are no fun.
I don't know. I mean, it sounded like a good idea to me.
That's
Yeah.
a recipe.
Don't
for
argue with
disaster.
people who could shoot lasers out of their eyes.
Apparently, I
What?
guess I gotta figure out how to do that.
Who can shoot lasers out of their eyes?
Again.
Okay.
Can you? Can you change your mind? Is this a thing that I missed while I was looking at my book?
She said they can shoot lasers out of their eyes.
Kate, did you come up with a new thing
Definitely.
already?
There's a lot you missed, Clara.
100%, completely.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was when you walked off the path to do your magic stuff.
Straight into the sky.
Oh,
That's why there's going to
Don't
be
you
winter this year.
is a little outside of the realm of laying low? It's literally a flare into the sky. Kate and I thought you knew better.
You can see it.
Well, no, but clearly I'm not
I didn't
very
see it.
perceptive. Well, that's
Maybe they're invisible.
invisible lasers out of
See
your
if no one else
How
saw
would you be
it.
able to prove it? Okay, Kate, hit me with laser eyes.
No, but I will fire it into the sky again.
I think I saw a glitter.
That's awesome. I think I saw it.
Yeah, that's
Can I minor illusion? I won't. I'm
No,
not into
because
the joke.
you can, but she would know you're doing it because she saw you do the spell
I
last
know.
night.
I'll save that for soup.
As you guys are walking and laughing and talking, you see sitting on the side of the road what looks to be about a 16, 18-year-old young man who is frantically carving. If one can frantically carve, he is frantically carving what looks like a flute, and it's just about done, but not quite there. And as you sort of walk towards him / by him, he's sitting on a rock. There's a field off behind him, and as you begin to walk by him, his head perks up and he sniffs, and he looks directly at you, Magda. And his eyes get really wide, and then he goes back to frantically carving. And then as you get a little bit closer, he looks up and he looks back down like he's almost embarrassed, and he goes back in his carving. Your guys
Can I
about
help you?
you would help me? That'd be awesome.
You're
Oh, thank
staring at
goodness.
me.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. I just didn't expect to see you out here. But he's not quite meeting your eyes. He's like, but if you could help me, that'd be great. I have lost my sheep. I fell and broke my flute, and my sheep followed me when I played my flute. And while I was carving a new flute, some people came and just sort of shepherded my sheep away with their sheep, and I'm me and couldn't stop them, and so they're up the road a little ways. But there's only 2 of them, and so I'm almost done with this flute. If you could go and get my sheep back, I'll give you a reward.
Who are you again?
My name is opening a doc. How do I get this to go away? Text, there it is.
Us, your players, we're not going anywhere. We're right here.
Yeah.
I had a name for this dude and then I lost it. Oh well.
Frederick Fluter.
Wasn't John?
My name is Frederick. Frederick Winter. And he looks at you and he goes, one of those. We just sort of walk
One of
among
what?
everyone. But
One of what?
I think nobody. Sorry I said anything. But yeah, I could give you a reward. I could answer a question for you, or I could show you a door that I haven't been able to open.
Magda, do you know
What?
him?
What?
Do I recognize him?
No, you've never met this person before.
Does he look Does he look like a human?
He looks like a human. If you'd like to look closer, you can give me an investigation check.
Well, I'm not touching him, but yeah.
No,
I
just
guess.
I
Okay.
want to look. I rolled
Can
Okay.
a
Sure.
19.
a 19.
Plus whatever my investigation is, which is really good.
We all-
Yeah, because +7.
Plus seven.
Wow, Magda. and Olivia. Okay, so all of you like take a really close look at him, and you see that except for Caden. Caden hasn't taken a close look, but
I'm watching the road.
you three take a close look at him, and you sort of pierce through this illusion that's over him, and you're looking at what looks to be a man on goat legs with horns that are curled back. You've never seen anything like this, although Clara, you've read about something like this in books. This is a satyr. You've never you've read about him back long before the wall ever went up. These things would occasionally be out from like the Fae, another plane. But yeah, this is a satyr who is illusion, and it's a very powerful illusion. It was only Olivia, you did not pierce through. But Magda, you did. It required a really close look and a sideways eye. Clara, you took a close look and saw the magic and went right through it.
Yeah. You said your name was Frederick, and you lost some sheep.
Yes. And as you look
What
around,
are
as you
you?
just said, I'm half elven.
No, I'm half elven.
His disguise self does look half elven.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
And as you look on the ground, there are sheep tracks. There was a flock of sheep here, and they are pushed farther down the road.
All right, what you said, we help you and you show us a door? Why? What?
Or I could answer a question just as a reward.
Well, you just answered a question, so how is it a reward?
No. I can answer a question that you have about a thing. I don't know. Everyone has burning questions about things. I can answer one question from the group, or I could show you a door a door I haven't been able to open. It's really up to you.
How would you answer any of our questions if you're just a normal half-elven shepherd on the road who lost his sheep?
I hear things. I have a large amount of knowledge about many, many areas.
Are you like a wizard or like a?
No, just a shepherd. He goes back to whittling on his flute. I can help you. I have this bell that if you ring it around my sheep, they'll just follow you for about an hour.
I don't know that I want sheep following us around for an hour.
But up to an hour, you could just bring it back. They didn't leave very long ago. They're maybe 30 minutes up the road.
Kate, you said they're stolen by two people. What do the people look like?
They look like twins, basically some nomads that are just sort of wandered around. They had their own flock of sheep, and they merged mine into theirs when I was basically looking for a piece of wood to carve. I came back and I saw them leaving. I yelled, "Hey, those are my sheep!" And they laughed and said, "No, they aren't. They're my sheep." And then they kept going, and sheep are.
Do you have proof that they're your sheep?
Well,
Yeah,
if you ring the bell, only my sheep will follow. Their sheep won't.
What?
Can I insight check him?
Yeah,
Yes,
that
you may.
doesn't sound.
Go ahead and give me insight checks. He is mostly, even though you guys are the ones answering questions, he is mostly answering them at Magda.
Can I do a perception check just for the road, just see if anyone's paying attention to us? And I'm also just trying to keep an eye on if that cart ever gets back on the road behind us.
You're a long since past the cart. That cart's 4 or 5 hours behind you. Go ahead and give me a perception. Olivia, he seems believable.
I got a 17.
17. Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. You rolled a 17 on the die, and your insight's even higher. So it's
No, I got a 16 on the die, but my wisdom, I think,
Oh, okay.
is 1.
Yeah. So yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. He doesn't seem to be lying.
Why are you
Okay.
talking only to me?
Because no reason. He visibly shifts his position, and starts talking to Clara, while side eyeing you.
I step away from him.
Turns.
I'm gonna fall back with Caden because I have this guy is freaking me out.
I'm gonna move this decision to you, Magda, I guess, because he likes you. So,
I don't like this.
Ag speaks up. What's behind the door? I don't know. It's a mystery. I haven't been able to open it.
Wha-
There are many doors in the world that
None like this. This door is hidden in the middle of a hill.
Is it just like a cold room, like a shed? Maybe it's just people keeping their like food for the winter, or
No,
not winter.
This is a magical door.
It's a
How
door
do
in the
you
middle.
know that?
I can tell what a magical door is. We all can tell.
Would Clara know about doors and hills? I know about doors and hills.
Give me a history check.
I'm also good at history.
You are.
That
Kaden, with your
is-
23 perception, nobody seems to be paying you much mind. Occasionally, one person will like glance at you. These are not heavily packed roads. Like, it's not like hundreds of wagons going by a minute. It's like you guys have been standing here talking to him for 2 or 3 minutes, and one wagon has rolled by, and they've just sort of glanced over. And when you met their gaze, the farmer gave you like the wagon rider gave you like the down nod, which is like hello, but don't talk to me, versus an up nod, which is hey, how you doing? And it just gives you a down nod, which I'm assuming just casually return.
Yep.
But there seems to be nobody on your track.
My history roll was only a 12, but I think it's plus my 7. because-
19. Well, actually, I have your sheet right here. We don't have to take your word for it. History plus 7. You're correct. So 19.
Yeah.
No, this is not something you've heard of. You have had one experience with a door where it wasn't supposed to be in your personal history, but outside of that, this is nothing you've heard of.
Okay, can't metagame then. Doors and hills, nothing to worry about there.
Did you say that out loud?
No, I don't.
Okay.
This is Jackie being like, fucking. I know what that's fine.
You think you know what this is?
All right. Which direction did the people go?
Up the road. Well, that way toward just the direction you're heading. If you hurry, you could catch them in like in less than an hour, and I'll be done with my whistle.
Are
We
you-
keep an
I'm
eye
gonna
out.
pull Olivia to the side and lower my voice so he can't hear her.
Yeah,
Are
he's
you-
not.
Are you going to help this man? This not man?
What do you mean, not man? I don't. Okay.
It's magic of some kind. He's got goat feet.
What the fuck? What do you mean? Go. I mean,
I mean, he has goat feet. I don't know.
they look normal to me. I mean,
It's
okay.
it's like an illusion. You have to kind of look at him from the right angle.
Uh,
And his goat feet.
Okay, I'll trust you there. I guess I don't know. I'm a watch member. He's a guy. He needs help. I guess. I'm not just gonna leave him. But
Is everyone part of this circle?
They're
It's
more
like
than welcome to
Ag
join
would-
the circle.
Yeah, Ag would have sort of joined.
if we're going that way,
We're
anyway.
out here for adventure, right? There's a door that he's going to show us. And all we got to do is return a sheep. Like, that's so easy. Who knows what a door leads to? It could lead to
door.
treasure.
Do you see just any random door and think, oh, clearly it leads to treasure?
No, but a door in the middle of a hill could lead to treasure.
Okay, the goat foot thing is kind of freaking me out a little bit. I guess.
Did he give you his name?
Frederick.
Frederick. Hey, Frederick, how far away is this door?
2 hours that way. Gestures into the off the road. What's the point of being on an adventure if we're not going to adventure?
We have an adventure. We have this map. I don't know who this
He'll
person
still be
is, but
there.
He's. I don't know
Olivia,
who this person is. It seems strange.
I'm strange and you're with me.
Olivia mentioned earlier that cart would move faster than us behind us, the Ministry of Magic people. If they get that cart working again, we're going to need a reason to get off the road anyways. We could take a break off, get off the road for a little bit. Hopefully the cart goes past. I've been keeping an eye out. I haven't seen it yet, but a big horse like that, it'd probably move fast. We could find a place to camp. I'm not saying we have to do it. I'm just saying if you decide you'd like to, Magda, it's not the worst idea to get off the road for a bit.
I don't know how
Are
much you should trust a satyr.
A
A
what?
satyr.
That's what.
What?
That's the goat leg. That's. Do you not read fairy tales?
I just learned to read like 2 years ago.
No, he. I mean, he shouldn't be here. Honestly, he probably shouldn't exist. But that's.
Oh,
That's
so
what the
we're,
goat
we're
legs
taking
are.
the quest from the creature who shouldn't exist.
And
Are
I
you
don't
just
know if he's Fae, you shouldn't trust him. That's generally bad.
Just a correction about my world versus the normal world. Not all Fae are of the trickery kind in
Would
this
Clara know
modern
that?
version of the road. Yeah.
Because
So
if he's
just
from a very long time ago.
yeah. The very long time ago were normal Fae, but then in history the Fae got broken, and so word is with the same thing that happened outside the wall. So I probably should have informed you of this. a little bit
Definitely
earlier.
super shouldn't trust it.
Yeah.
Then if something like that got broken.
And so rumor is that some have taken refuge inside the wall, but that's really you don't know a ton more than that.
Just like no one has seen something like him exist in a very long time. It's very weird that he's posing as a bad shepherd who can't do his job.
Why does he keep talking to me?
That's what I was gonna ask.
I don't know. Have you met a satyr before?
No?
Wait, if
No.
he's Fae, like technically, me and Clara are the most Fae people here.
Presumably.
I'm the most Fae person here. I'm a full
Yeah.
elf.
I'm human.
So why is he interested in you?
Is it possible he's from outside the wall? The crack's gotten that bad already?
Hell, who knows?
Should we just ask him? I mean, he seems
Yeah.
very friendly.
I was gonna say, can I just ask? Like,
Maybe.
Go for it.
what do you like? What do you are you like desiring her, or is it the sheep, or that's how you do it,
Nuggets.
right?
This is going real well.
I desire my seat back. If
Yeah, but like, does she have something to do with the sheep, or
he looks at you and goes, "Are these like? Do they know you?"
These are
Gesturing
my
at
friends.
Olivia, he gestures at Olivia, Clara, and Ag, but not Caden. Do they know you?
We're traveling to what?
We know.
I know them better than I know you.
I'm sorry if I am imposing on you, my queen. I just ask that you undertake this for me so I can get my sheep back.
are you a satyr? What is?
All right.
Weird.
When you say
Moving on.
satyr, a look of like absolute shock crosses his face, and he just sort of looks around and goes, shh.
You were right. Oh my god.
Is this like weird goat flirting?
What? No.
We're moving on. We're moving on. This
You
guy
have
is a
to
creep.
keep
We're
an
moving
image
on.
so
I'm like
nobody
grabbing
hunts
people
us.
and shoving them.
But my sheep.
This guy
Okay.
is a creep. No. We're moving on.
I know
There's
we're
people
like,
coming up the road who can help. Ask them.
Best of luck with your sheep. Bye.
Did he just call you my queen? Does that happen a lot to you, I feel like that happens to you a lot, Magda.
That has happened before. And usually out of the context of the palace, it's by a creep. So, we're moving on.
okay, but if we see the sheep, can we bring him back? He's funny.
Sorry, what?
If
don't
we
have
see
the
the
bell.
sheep, can we
Sheep
bring?
is the other way.
Oh, come on! It's just.
What would his queen do, Magda?
Ignore his fucking sheep. Let's go.
Can we just have the paper? You know, just in case.
What
The
paper?
bell?
The bell?
Yeah,
Are you-
the bell. Yeah, sorry.
What?
Olivia.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
And
Why didn't
maybe
you
you can
come
give an
with-
insight check on him.
Okay.
He could just come with us and we'll get a sheep and then he can go.
That's accurate.
What about me
Eight.
saying that he's a fucking creep? Do you not understand?
Oh, he can just like follow behind.
Magda can give
No.
an insight if
Oh,
she
okay.
wants.
Well,
Sure, I'll give an insight.
I was going to
don't
ask if Viker does well, because as soon as
Yes,
Magda
yes, you
feels
may.
uncomfortable, Caden's interested.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
So yeah, with the 12, the only thing you get off of a 12 of him with an insight is that even though he's giving you like the creeps, he doesn't seem to, he's like nothing you've ever met in the palace or anything like that. He seems very earnest, like he believes you to be a queen, like he would be
That's
addressing
even more terrifying. This is
sure,
weird.
but his creepiness is not like the kind that you've met before. It's more like somebody who believes you to be somebody that you're not. And he seems very like distraught about the way that you're talking to him, and like as if royalty was sitting there basically being like, on your, bye peasant, kind of thing. That's his distraughtness. But outside of that, can't quite figure out why he thinks that. That's just his reaction. Olivia is like, I said, what if I just come with you? I could come with you. And carry the bell if you guys would help get my sheep back, because you're from the watch and you can tell him to give my sheep back.
Yeah, true.
I mean, if you
Alright.
keep him in line, Olivia, you guys can go on ahead. We'll watch from a distance.
I don't know. I kind of want to talk to a magic person, like a satyr.
I can come with you.
Yeah. That sounds.
We
like a good
can-
idea.
We can go try and move a little bit faster. You can hang back if you don't want to hang out with. What's your name again? Frederick?
Frederick, yes. Frederick.
Frederick? It's a weird
Yes,
name.
Frederick
for-
Winter.
Oh, I have so many questions I can't ask because I don't know it. Okay.
Maybe he can teach you how to do that, like illusion thing. Then you don't have to worry about being.
I'm sure I could minor illusion.
He's
The
since
color
you
of
were
my
just talking to
hair.
him, he's standing right there. The illusion that we cast is based on our innate magic that we have inside of us. I don't know that I could teach that to somebody. It's what we have to do
Oh.
to survive. Otherwise, people hunt us, and as a rarity, as something to.
Why would
To-
people hunt you? Most people don't even know what you are.
There are people who wish to put us in cages and study us, and so our kind, those of us who are from the Fae, have been living quietly and silently among the mortals for quite some time, for thousands of years, using our illusion magic to make us look like regular people, and we have taken up living inside the wall just as anybody else.
Are you thousands of years old?
Me, no, I'm a mere 85, but my satyrs don't live to be thousands of years old. But I mean you no harm. All the stories of the Fae coming and stealing your children in the night, those are long since past. We have had to leave a little bit of our trickery fall aside as generations have passed through, because we were to get caught and kicked out. Our land, our places, we cannot return to.
Guess that's kind of similar to us, since we can't go outside the wall.
Exactly. We're similar, you and I.
Well, like, I don't have go feet, but yeah, I guess in that sense.
Well, from anyone else's standpoint, I don't either. And as you sort of look behind, you see he's actually leaving human footprints.
Oh shit!
It's a neat trick.
Yeah. How did you see through my illusion? Was I not supposed to say that she was the queen? Is she in hiding as well?
What do
Tell
you
us
know
more
about
about
the queen?
Both of us lean in.
Yeah.
Look at you. Give me a persuasion roll. One of you can do it with advantage, or both of you by yourself.
Oh, Clara,
Wait,
please,
I'll do
advantage.
it. I'll do it. I have Foundry up. This is real
He
slow.
looks like he thinks this is a trap. Natural 20.
I didn't even call it.
No, not this time. He looks at you and goes, "The queen, I can smell her magic radiating off of her." course, her disguise is far more powerful than anything I can create. But there's rumors that the queens have been walking among the humans for long before, for the last 5,000 years. But I personally have never seen one myself. Her and her bodyguard. Did you not? You know that this is the queen of the summer court.
Yes,
Really?
we of course knew that.
Yeah.
Is her bodyguard also Fae?
She looks at you like a professor just asked you and what 2 + 2 was in a calculus class, and he thinks that this is like a really big trick question.
This is a test.
What are you testing me on? My knowledge of my people?
I mean, are you of the summer court with a last name like Winter? She's like motioning to her own hair.
My actual name is not Frederick Winter. That's my human name for telling people. My actual name, I'm not going to tell you. There's a lot one could do with your true name. But Frederick Winter is just the name that I've given myself as a human to walk amongst the people.
Yeah,
that's why I'm a shepherd out here. I don't really meet a whole lot of people.
You didn't answer my question, Frederick. You didn't answer my question.
Oh, am I of the summer court? Well, the courts are no longer a thing. They've sort of been dissolved. All the people from the winter court and the summer court have had to work together to keep our identities hidden. So while there is a little bit of politicking between different organizations, my kind is from the summer court, but there is no real court because the queen has been in hiding for so long, and that is her right to do so. And I'm sure she has some great plan to retake the Fae back from the darkness that befell it. But it's just so exciting to actually meet them.
Yes, she has a grand plan we can't clue you in on.
Give me a deception roll.
Oh, I'm not. I'm just saying that offhand.
Oh, okay, that's fine. If you're not actually trying to
No, I'm not trying to convince him. I'm just like, yes, of course. Whatever you just said is absolutely correct.
Agree.
And her bodyguard, is he also summer court?
With that question, he gives you a look, and there's one of those looks that just crosses his face, I might have said too much.
Yeah.
You'll have to ask them. The queen's business is the queen's business.
Okay.
Of course. And me of the summer court is much knowing of the summer queen.
He sort of just looks at you. He goes, "You're kind of far removed from the summer court. I see almost no Fae about you at this point."
What are you talking about? My hair's all red and stuff. That's Fae.
Well, yes, both of you have signs of Eladrin in you, but the Eladrin have not been part of the courts for quite some time. They were the first to come over before the fall even began. They have integrated the most with the people.
Right. I mean, I'm still kind of wait.
Oh, I could see why you would naturally drift towards one such as her and follow her. That's your natural inclination, but
right.
This is fascinating, Frederick. Please, this is wonderful. Why do you have sheep?
Because
you're traveling around with sheep.
I'm a shepherd. I travel with the sheep and I sell the wool. And you think your wool garment that you are currently wearing comes from magic? Has to come from sheep. And traveling around with sheep is a very good way of not being around people.
Okay, but you're on a busy road around people.
Well, you have to cross the roads occasionally. It's not like you never go around people. It just is a good way to not be around people 95% of the time.
Okay.
And this time, I happen to trip over a rock and break my flute, and now my sheep have been stolen from me.
Why is the flute so important, Frederick?
Oh, when I play the flute, the sheep just follow me.
You have a bell.
Well, yes, but that only lasts for an hour.
You could just keep ringing the bell.
No, it's once. It's one time.
And you haven't just trained your sheep. You should get a dog, Frederick. They'll herd the sheep for you.
Dogs don't like me very much because of the whole illusion thing. I look like human and smell like goat to them. They don't seem to like that a whole lot.
I know a lot of people that smell like goat, and I don't think that
dogs don't seem to like us. Dogs can see right through the Fae, and they don't tend to like us.
Does he smell like goat?
Do you lean in and smell?
I did, yeah.
Really, that's rude.
He smells a little bit like he's kind of like. Hey,
I'm being
smells-
subtle. I'm a master of stealth.
Roll me a sleight of hand to subtly smell the different goat.
Sleight of nose.
Smell for goat.
About yeah, you're subtle enough. He only notices just at the and he does smell a little bit like goat. Clean goat, but goat nonetheless.
Does Olivia know what goat smells like?
She does now.
It smells animal, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what goats.
Yeah. You guys are walking for maybe 45 minutes, and as you're walking, he stops and goes, the tracks. And he points off in the distance, not too far away, and there's a herd of about 90 sheep. And there are 2 people watching the sheep and 3 dogs. And he goes, right there, that's where my sheep are. Look, I could ring the bell when I get close enough and they'll come and follow me. But, they have dogs and people and
Oh, did we see the nomads or people?
Yeah, they're sitting on just basically leaning or sitting on some rocks and just watching their sheep.
Have they seen us?
No, they don't care. They're not paying attention to the road.
Can we go up to them?
Yeah, as you sort of walk
They
towards
normal
them.
people?
Huh?
Are they normal people?
As far as you can tell.
Okay.
How close do you want to get to them?
I'm like walking up, like sort of hand raised, like navigating through sheep.
Yeah, they're a little ways off the road. They're a couple, like maybe 200, 300 feet off the road. So as you sort of walk off the road and walk towards them and give a hello, they sort of turn and stand up. The dogs are basically laying down, just watching the sheep at 3 different points of the compass. And they're the
dogs, Frederick. You need dogs.
dogs.
Maybe you could train a cat.
As you look at him, Clara, you watch as he sort of mutters something under his breath, and his illusion just sharpens and strengthens just a little bit. You can still see through it, but
seeing them run, start heading off, I'm going to turn to Magda. Shit, there really is. I'm going to run up there and make sure. I don't know what they're getting into, and I'm going to take off to go try to catch up, make sure.
Okay.
I see more people and dogs than them. So
I was going to cut back to you and see what you guys were talking about in the 45 minutes on the road. So did you guys, because they were ahead of you and you were hanging back. So if you guys wanted to have your own conversation.
Magda is hanging back, but just as far back that she's not part of the conversation, but can still hear it all.
Okay. So you heard all of that as you and Caden are just sitting there. So you don't really even have to run to catch up. You just quicken your pace a little bit, and now you're, within 15 feet, 10 feet of them. And as you hello the sheep, Frederick stops and hangs back a good 60 feet, and you guys sort of progress. And these 2 people stand up, and they look like twins, and they turn and sort of casually walk towards you with the comfortableness of people who are in their own element. They're not aggressive. They're not defensive. They are just, they are a little cocky, but outside of that, they just sort of stroll towards you. Why, hello there. Can I help?
Yes. Fine sheep you have.
I'd agree. We're not on anybody's private land or anything, are you? Noting they glance at Olivia and note the watch member insignia. We're just grazing as we roam. We're allowed to do that.
Did Frederick say how many sheep he had?
30.
He had 30 sheep?
You said he had 2 sheep.
No, he said he had 30, and they were taken by 2 people.
Oh, okay.
How many sheep do these guys have?
90.
90.
About 60 to now that you're closer. It looked like 90 from way back, but now you're closer. It's closer to like 60, 70 sheep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, not private land, but private sheep.
What?
Yeah. Some of these aren't yours?
No, they're all mine. They're all ours.
What if we wanted to buy some?
Do they believe that the sheep are theirs, or are they bullshitting us?
Yeah.
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Oh man.
What the hell, Clara? What is going on?
I finally opened Foundry. I literally can only look at Foundry to click it, and then I have to turn it off.
But Foundry's rolling your natural 20s. Feel free to go back to Google and do it there. You weren't rolling natural 20s. So Magda, you're still working over the whole queen thing in your head, and you're not really.
Magda's only half paying attention. She's like,
right.
Are there swords drawn? No. Okay.
Yeah, and they don't even have swords. They have like slightly longer daggers, shorter than a short sword, longer than a dagger. That would be used for like carving meat or something like that. Olivia and Clara, as they say, these are our sheep. Olivia, you get the sense that these guys are like shim-sham. Like they're just, sure, they're our sheep because we own them. Clara, you like immediately pick up on the fact that, they're claiming law of we have them and therefore they are ours. So they believe themselves. But yeah, 100% some of these sheep are probably not theirs.
Okay. If we wanted to correct this potential sheep mistake.
Sheep napping?
Yes, this sheep napping that you have partaken in. You
haven't stolen any sheep.
Do you want
Occasionally we come across some sheep that are not occupied or watched over and we merge them into our
flock. That doesn't mean that they're not owned. Just because you find a sheep doesn't mean that it's just up for grabs.
Wild sheep are wild sheep. No markings on them to indicate the ownership of anybody. No tags. No.
They have magical ownership. I can tell you right now that I can see magical tags on those sheep. And she flashes her medallion.
Yeah. They look a little flat. That's a thing? That's a thing?
Yes, you can magically tag sheep. We can test
it. I really want to be stirring up trouble right now. I'm going to sort of like nod at Olivia.
There's more watch behind us.
Give me a deception roll.
I was going to say ministry.
With advantage because of Magda's assistance.
Fuck. Can I re-roll that?
No, you
had advantage.
18.
Oh, I have advantage. Never mind then. Okay, sorry. I can only look so quickly at them.
As you say, there's more watch behind us. One of them gives a long, low whistle with a pierce on the end, and you see the three dogs get up and sort of trot over and sort of array themselves. And as they come over, they just lay down in the grass and they're just intently watching. These are not like large dogs. These are like herding dogs kind of thing. If the person who is claiming that we stole some of their sheep is able to identify the sheep, then they're welcome to have them back.
Okay, Frederick, could you ring the bell?
Call your sheep.
He rings the bell, and about 30 of them split off and sort of gather around him as he continues ringing the bell as they follow him. It's not a ring, and it goes. He has to actually continue to ding, 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 ring the bell.
All right. Thank you kindly. We'll be on our way.
Our mistake. Thank you for helping us out and rectifying this. We wouldn't want to be in possession of somebody else's sheep.
Magda walks off. He's still talking and she's going.
Oh, wait, hold on. How much? I'm looking at Foundry very quickly before everything freezes. Okay.
Your poor computer.
I know. It's a problem. How much would you like this to go away?
Who are you talking to?
The nomads.
What go away? We picked up some sheep and we returned them. There seemed to be no issue.
I know. I would just like you to not mention that this ever happened.
When you say that, they sort of cross their arms and just sort of step back. Like previous to this, they were like, this was just a mishap. And now, what do you mean?
How much would you like us to not report that there are nomads stealing people's valuables on the road?
Look, we didn't know that there were anybody's sheep. We were just trying to help out and watch over, no harm, no foul as far as we're concerned. Are you asking for like a bribe? We don't have a whole lot of money. We're a nomad.
I don't want money. I want you to just move on. Which way are you going?
That way. They gesture off away from the path, like deeper off the path.
I would suggest you get a move on then.
And the dogs get up and start herding the sheep. Of course. Sorry to have put you out of sorts. And they just sort of head out that way.
For your day.
Roll me an intimidation on their way out.
Ha! Clara's so intimidating.
I'll
Trying to be.
stand behind her, intimidating me. Okay.
Can Olivia help me out and roll her own intimidation?
I'll allow it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still not good at it.
It could be better than I am.
No, it can't be.
Oh, no, I'm more
It's not.
intimidating.
They move on, but they're not in a hurry. Like, it's more like we don't want to have a fight, so they don't like. It's more like we don't understand where all hostility is coming from, so sure, we'll move on, kind of thing.
There were only 2 of them. I have some spells. It's fine. It's a great fight.
Oh
As long as they're off the road, that's all I care about.
yeah, they're way off the road.
Frederick, are your sheep all right? You got them all?
Yeah, they're great. I just have to finish carving this whistle. I was going to finish it while you were collecting them, but since I came with you, I have to finish
Do you
carving
just
my
like a
flute.
whistle?
No, it's special. I have to carve it. But I can answer a question, or I can show you to the door. That was the deal, and a deal made is a deal made.
Do we want to get off the road for a bit?
Fine,
we
let's
wanna
go through
question
this door.
This isn't like a weird, you're gonna murder us as soon as we're off the road, Frederick. We just helped you.
Of course not. Murdered you? No, I am not allowed to take the life of any human
We're not.
or mortal.
Yeah.
Is he only looking at Olivia and I when he says that?
Yes, and Ag.
Oh, and
Ag was like, "Oh man, like
Okay.
one fireball and the whole bunch of that sheep like cooked."
We don't want to kill a bunch of sheep, Ag. Come on. Yeah, let's get off the road for a little bit. Maybe the cart behind us will move on, and
Yeah.
now that the road is clear.
So, do you guys follow him?
Sure.
For the rest of
Okay
the
with this,
evening,
Magda?
all the way until around 7:00, he leads you and his sheep as he finishes his whistle. In about half an hour, he finishes it and he starts playing a jaunty tune, and the sheep follow him. He leads you off the road to the. Have to pull up the map real quick. Nope, wrong button. To the west, towards the Great Lake. And after about 2.5 hours of walking, of him leading his sheep, and you guys are far behind, so you can talk about stuff if you like. He stops at this rounded hill. And so if you want to talk, this is an opportunity to do so.
Magda, did you catch all of what he was saying before?
Enough. I caught enough of it.
Did you know that you were Queen of
What
the
the
Fae?
fuck is what? It's absurd.
I mean,
I'm human. You two are more Fae than I am.
how long?
Hell,
have you been
Caden might
human?
be more Fae than I am. Whatever the hell he is.
He might be Fae too. Who knows? How long have you been human?
My whole life. What? What are you talking about? You want birth certificates?
I mean, we can swing by the Starboard Estate on our way back.
haven't
Olivia,
even
yes,
had
you may
time.
roll insight on Magda.
I don't know. I couldn't tell when the guy had goat feet, so
Should I roll a whisper?
should I be public or private with this?
Olivia, you roll publicly, and Magda, I'll send you a ping to tell you what to roll.
Okay.
I don't think I have any bonus dice. This is just I have an inspiration though. I think I want to
Use
use
it on
it.
this. Use it on this.
Yeah.
We're not
Well-
going to a magic door. That could
Is
lead anywhere.
inspiration a reroll or advantage or
Inspiration just gives you advantage.
okay. 18.
Oh. Magda's been Queen of the Fae for so long.
This is
Lying.
right,
Yeah, as far as you can tell, Magda is telling the absolute truth.
Huh. Damn.
Oh. I wonder if he thinks you're Fae, or if maybe your magic is Fae.
We've
He's
dealt
still with
with
you, by the way. So, but
I
he just
know.
can't hear you talking.
Yeah, we're not trying to be obvious about it yet.
we've dealt with bizarre people with obsessions before. This is nothing new. I mean, queen is unusual, but some people go a little
Extravagant.
royal. Yeah, good word.
I mean, yeah, but isn't there usually some context for that?
Yeah, he explained it really well.
Usually,
Like, this was just on the
there's,
road and he just clocked you and he was like, aha.
I don't know why a satyr would be like this. I don't.
Okay.
Can I smell Magda now?
Oh,
Give me an Arcana check as you smell Magda.
can I smell my
Excuse me.
If she'll allow it, you both can give me Arcana as
What
smell.
the fuck are you doing?
Does she smell like goat or Magda?
22? Does she smell like goat magic?
No, actually, as you sort of. Yesterday it was really confusing watching her cast, but now as you sort of like go, maybe her magic is of the Fae, and you sort of focus in a little bit on that part of the weave, and you smell her. There's a smell of lilacs and spring and summer, and as you finish your whiff, there's a smell of winter, and all of it sort of mixed in love.
Does this and Magda smacks her?
Sorry, got a little carried away.
Also, she smells like somebody who's been on the road for 3 days and hasn't had a chance to take a
fine.
shower. Oh no, you guys got a
We were
chance.
at an inn.
Just remind Bird. But yeah, she has a lot of weird smells associated with her magic. Summer, winter, autumn,
Magic now.
and spring.
Okay.
Magda, you smell like my mom.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Olivia, you don't smell any of this. Only Clara. Sorry.
Oh, fuck. Magda, you smell amazing. I don't know what it is, but you smell good. Whatever perfume you're using.
I'm using perfume. What are you talking about?
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry about it, Olivia.
Why are you smelling me?
She smelled the goat man earlier.
And why are you smelling me?
He was
Checking for goat.
We were checking for goat magic.
I'm glad our new friends think I'm a goat.
No, he thinks you're a queen. And he didn't say queen of the goats. He said the summer queen. Which
You
like
just said you're smelling me to see if I have goat magic.
I was being facetious. Fey magic. How's that?
Oh, I was serious, but
Oh. That's on brand for Olivia.
As you say that, he stops the party and goes, well, we're here. And there's a small hill.
The door is in the hill?
Yes. He plays a tune on his new flute, and the sheep just sort of drift off a little ways to graze. And he says, follow me. And he leads you around, and there's a small tree growing out underneath. There's a small tree growing out of the hill. And he goes, I would not have found this if one of my sheep a while back had not crawled in here, and I had to go after him. And there's a tiny little hole underneath the tree, the roots of the tree. And he sort of gets down and squeezes through, and he can barely make it. You guys might have to, like, some of the smaller ones could maybe like really squeeze through. And he yells out from inside, but there's an opening in here, so just come on in and I'll show you the door.
I mean,
want me to go first?
Egg, can I have one of your shovels, please?
I thought we brought a ring of Move Earth.
yeah, we did. Can I widen the?
Yeah,
How many charges does that have again?
it has 10 that
10.
refresh at day.
Okay.
Don't forget
yeah.
that using the maul destroys it, though.
Do
Did
I
I
need
say
to
that?
use it 10 times?
No, you can use
I'm
it.
I'm just reminding you of homebrew rules because. you know,
Right, you're right.
Oh.
That is my favorite homebrew rule, is using all the charges, just destroys it outright.
Yeah.
Okay, I would just like to use a little mold, just one mold earth, to just
Okay.
widen it, not too much, but like just enough to
Cool.
have like
Yeah.
Olivia in her armor get through.
Sure. It's wide enough. And do you guys go in?
I mean, I turn this ring, move some earth, and look back at the party like, I mean, I'm always interested in a door to nowhere.
What does
Me
it
too.
look?
Ag dives in.
Oh, Ag.
Okay.
Oh, going after her. I'm going.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
going in.
Reluctantly.
You get inside, and this whole area, it's not big. It's only about 15 feet by 15 feet. You're tight in here. Ag has a dancing flame out now to light up the area. And in the middle of this room, not the middle, but at the end of the room, in the hill is a door. And you'll see a door that goes nowhere. And I have no idea where it goes, and I have no idea how to get it to open. All I know is you do this, and he walks up and knocks on the door, and the door goes, I'm hungry. That's it. You keep knocking, and it says other things, and it never opens. I don't get it.
Have you tried feeding it?
Yes. Although the hungry one does come around occasionally. I've tried feeding it, but if you knock again, he knocks again. I'm sorry. He goes, I have no idea how to open it. But
Hi, sorry. I'm Clara.
Click. The door swings open.
You're kidding. No.
As soon as you said I'm hungry, I was like, hi, hungry. I'm Dad.
Holy shit! You that was it? What kind of answer?
I mean, okay.
Well, beyond the door is yours. Thank you. I don't know what's back there, but I'm gonna leave so you guys can do what you're gonna do.
No, you're gonna stay right here.
Frederick?
You're gonna make sure.
We're going to stay here.
Yeah,
Caden blocks
you're
the
gonna do
exit.
what the queen says.
Of course, whatever
Cool.
whatever you say.
Can I do
Caden
an
goes in
arcana check on the
after
door?
her. Yeah.
So Clara, yes. Olivia, I didn't hear you.
If Caden is going in, I'm going in after him.
No, he's blocking the entrance, so nobody. Can
Oh,
leave.
okay. Never mind.
Frederick was gonna leave us.
Yeah. That 22 was you smelling, or was that you roll
That
arcana?
14.
14. Okay. It's magical. As you look in, you see a closet, and it's blurry, like you are looking through something, but there's a closet on the other side of this door. And there doesn't appear to be anything in the closet. It just is a closet. And
Is there like another door to the closet?
no,
Or
this
it's
is
just like a
just
really
you open the
big
door
closet?
and there's a big closet. And in fact, the closet's big enough that it should be on the other side of the hill, but it's not. This is a walk-in closet kind of thing, and there's a door that
If I close the door and open it again, is it the same closet?
yes.
Is this Monsters Inc? Is there going to be a kid?
I know. I would be
Wow.
like,
Time to
Might be
scare a
nasty.
child for your,
Yeah.
your daily quota.
Yeah.
Okay.
So guys, could we go through?
I mean, I've gone through some doors to nowhere before, and it's turned out, you know what? Actually, not so great, but have experience with it. So she steps through.
Not going in.
Magda shares a glance with Caden. Fine. And we'll
Come on, Frederick.
go through the door.
Frederick's like, I am not going through. I did not sign up for any of this. You
that-
are welcome to go through, but this is not. I just told you I had a door. That was the deal. That was the bargain. You got sheep. You guys are on your own.
I'm
Up to
through
this
the door.
point, he hasn't lied to you at all.
Yeah.
Fine. Whatever.
And I promise I'll tell nobody else about the door. And this is yours to do with as you wish. As a reward for helping me.
Why would we care?
Okay. All right. Don't go far.
That I can do. I'll wait out here for the rest of the day. I'll camp here tonight, and then I'll leave tomorrow morning. And if you'd like, I'll come and open the door every couple of hours in case it needs to be opened from this side.
Sure.
All right. Can I roll insight? Does he seem?
Yes.
I mean, I know we've seen like he's pretty. Like, he's been honest so far. 17.
Yeah, he is. He's telling the truth. He is just a regular old dude. You grabbed a farmer
With goat
who
feet.
had with goat feet, but he's basically like a shepherd who was really curious about this door, and now that the door is something bigger than he thought it was, he didn't have any idea, but now it's like way out of his league. He's not an adventurer. He's not anything. He's just like that. I can do this for you, and that's about all.
Okay. All right, Frederick. We'll see you soon. Thanks. Open the door from time to time.
Yes. I'm Clara. Do I have to say I'm Clara or do I say I'm Fred? I guess I'll figure it out.
Yes, you do.
So do you guys all go through?
Yes.
I'm already through.
As you guys are stepping through, Ag steps through with you. Clara, you step into a hallway. Sorry, into a closet. And as you step through, you are opening a door into a room. And you're stepping out of a closet into a room. And you take 1 necrotic
46 damage. Oh, ouch. Okay.
And everybody takes that 1 necrotic damage, including you, Caden. And you step through, and you just feel like it was a little tiring. Yes. It was just a little bit tiring. As you step through, you see this house. And I need everyone to roll intelligence saving throws, please.
Oh shit.
DC. I'm not.
But
Oops,
I would
sorry,
like to use
privately.
my.
Oh,
I can't. If I've rolled, I can't use my portent, can I? Do I have to use it
Actually,
first?
No, it has to be before the result. is
I'll
called,
allow
right?
it on this one.
Isn't it before
Can
the
I-
result is called, but not? you
Yes,
can use
it's
it
before
after
the result
roll.
is called, but yeah.
I
Okay.
will also use mine to change my 11 to a
Yeah, I want to use a
19?
chronal shift because I
Okay.
got no.
Caden, with that 19, what's your total roll?
19.
Oh, that's right. With that, I think it's a +2, so it'd be 21.
Okay. And then what's yours, Magda? 16 plus 3 for portent, so 19. Okay. As you step through, Caden, you see something everybody else doesn't. And I'll get to that right after we take our break. So
Ah,
we are going to take our break here. We'll be back in 15 minutes. And Caden, or I need everyone else to actually go on break and take their headphones off. And I need to have a short conversation with Caden.
all right. We'll see you all soon.
Oh wait, no, I'm not wearing that. Welcome back. We pick up where we last left off. Once the party steps out of the woods into a small house, you can hear outside somebody banging metal. A large house, sorry. You can hear outside somebody banging metal. And you look around this bedroom you're stepping into, and you see that this is a well-stocked house with a giant poster bed in the center of the room. There are warm lights shedding off the walls, and you can hear somebody moving around with heavy footsteps down below in the house. But as you hear them, you listen for just half a second, and you hear them just walk outside of the house and shut the door behind you. Or rather, they walk out the back of the house and shut the door. As you sort of just look around, this is a pretty large bedroom with what looks to be some sort of master bathroom off to the side, and you just stepped out of what appears to be one of two walk-in closets in this house. The door swings shut behind you as you step out, and you are here alone in this bedroom. What would you guys like to do? Well, it's warm, it's toasty, it's comfortable.
Turn around and see if the door opens back to the place that we were.
How do you do that?
Just open the. Is there a door? Is the door still there?
It is.
Okay, just open it.
As you go to open it, and there's a closet there.
Oh shit.
Can
Oh
we
shit.
get back out?
Do you have to tell it another joke or something? Close the door again.
Know.
Do it.
Just
Do the
being a
thing.
Smartass.
Do you knock on the door?
Sure.
You knock on the door, and the door goes, "I'm excited."
Hi, excited. I'm Clara.
The door opens, and there appears to be another closet on the other side.
Wait.
In the same way
Okay.
that
Okay.
I think you're muted, Ian.
Yeah, I was. Sorry.
Oh no.
Okay.
Kane's going to take out a dagger, just look at everyone and say, all right, let's just be
Don't worry.
really careful.
Did we just break and enter?
Yeah, maybe don't pull the dagger out.
Yeah, maybe like this would be a little bit threatening. It's just a dude, like this is just a house. Just a bedroom.
You glance around, you see the snow gently falling outside.
What the hell?
Have we ever seen snow before?
Yeah.
15 years ago there was snow.
Oh.
We were like
were
really
kids.
young. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably run over to the window and look outside.
Yeah.
You run over to the window and you look outside and you peer down, and you see there's an old man sitting sweeping snow off of the where people would walk. There's a narrow, winding road that leads down what appears to be a mountain. As you sort of look back, you see these giant mountains just looming up over you. And as you sort of like look as far as you can see around, one thing you do notice is there's no sign of a shimmering barrier or wall. You can't see any wall.
Does this man look normal?
Yeah, he appears to be just an elderly man, just slowly
Like
sweeping.
no illusion magic or anything.
As far as you can tell, he appears to just be a normal man. From here, at least.
Kid looks down and he's like, fuck. Okay. Okay.
What?
Why am I the
know
only
why
person
you're
holding weapons?
Why?
That-
Why are you holding a weapon?
Where are we?
In a house?
And
We're in the house. There was a magic
Why
door.
the fuck are we here?
We walked through a magic door. Sometimes shit happens when you walk through magic doors.
Well, this isn't exactly the kind of shit I was expecting.
Why are we still here? Why did we
Honestly,
just
this seems like the most normal thing to have happened when you walk through a door. It's just it's just a guy's house. It might have been like a broken teleportation circle. Could have been something.
Why do we care?
I don't want to go see the snow.
I got to do too.
Look, can we go deal with that the sweeping downstairs first?
Do with what? It's a guy.
You know, deal with.
And we broke into his house.
We're not gonna kill him.
A guy.
It's an
Kid
old
looks out the
man
window
sweeping
again.
snow.
What are you?
Fucking old man. I agree with you on that. The fuck. There's no skin on him. I see that.
What are you talking about?
What are you mean?
What are you talking about?
Kid looks at the window again. He's like, the fucking skeleton sweeping?
A skeleton?
Claire wants to look again.
It's
Sure.
Is he like
Look
really
outside.
skinny?
It's an old man sweeping snow.
Kaden, it's just a guy.
No, I
are you
don't
looking
think it is. I don't think it is.
Magda, there is a skeleton standing down there sweeping the ground.
Is this
I
like-
don't-
Is this like the satyr thing? Is this like the satyr thing?
Probably. Why are we still here? We need to go.
What do you see in this room?
A
What do we
bed?
see in the room? Wait, is that the bedroom?
Yeah, bedroom, big poster bed. Some clothes hanging on the inside of the closet. There's a dresser, lamps lit.
It's just a fancy bedroom, Kaden.
If
You-
that
Livy, you noticed the snow when you looked out the window. You didn't notice all the snow drifting through the room here from all the holes in the ceiling?
No, it's like warm in here, Kaden.
no.
This place is destroyed. This place looks like it was once something fancy, but what do you see?
As you look out and see what you see, the place itself looks well put together, and the style of the roofs are like nothing you've ever seen. There's some architecture here that's very similar to, or rather is the architecture that in the Elven district has a passing distant remembrance of this, but the structure of these roofs are like pointed and sloped and ornate, something like you've never seen. As you look out on the street, you see a mother walking down the street with their child. They wave at the old man who's sweeping. He waves back. There's a greeting exchange, and one of them walks into a building that looks to be like basically a local store shop. As you sort of look up to your left, you also see that there's a pavilion that has already been swept clean, and inside of it is an obelisk that is a stone obelisk with writing you can't quite make out from here on it. And the man just seems to be sweeping his way down the street where there's a couple more houses lining. Does not seem like a very large village. Maybe 50, 60 people live here at most.
As they see this mother and child or whatever walking, Caden sees them and back against the wall, and he's looking out the window. Fuck is that?
What?
Just those... Whatever those are, we should not be here.
I'm inclined to agree. Let's go.
No, this is.
No.
Would I recognize any of like the style of the architecture? Is it old? Like, would it be something that
Very
would have
old.
been in a history book? Okay.
I will allow a history roll.
History rolls. I love history rolls.
If we like traveled back in time, we need to like go talk to some people or something.
Why
Like,
did
if
we
we
need
just-
to do that? Wasn't it time travel that broke the
I'd
wall?
say
in the
we've just
first
committed
place?
time travel.
22. You've seen drawings like this in some of your very old books. You didn't do a ton of studying, but this is a very similar architecture to something that was maybe before the wall.
This is potentially unprecedented. Also, Kaden, you're the only one who's seeing these strange things.
I'm inclined
Terrifying
to believe
things.
him.
Yeah, Magda, but
Clara,
like,
we just met a man who was actually a goat man in disguise. Why is this place
Do
any
anything
different?
bad to us?
So, that doesn't mean that this place will also be harmless. In fact, I'm inclined to think that it poses a great deal of danger right now.
Okay.
Do you know what this place is, Clara?
Can I like look around for like Caden's saying that this looks like something else? Can I look around for like illusion in the room? Like he's saying there's snow falling.
Sure, I'll allow an investigation check.
Investigation.
Can I do one?
16.
Sure.
Okay.
can I just like look for interesting things in the room, like items? Well, like items that would show like what this place is, or like something that's like I recognize from Ujamaa or something.
Sure, give me your own investigation check. Clara and Magda, you guys take the time to really look over the bed and look where he says that there's snow, and he's seeing things. What you're interacting with the real thing, and he's seeing something that's not there. He's under some sort of hallucinogenic effect.
Yeah, Caden, I don't know what you're seeing. I
Nothing,
wanted
by the
to
way, in
believe
here,
you.
Olivia. Sorry, nothing in here, Olivia, gives you any sense of like you. There's clothing, and that's clothing, but you know the style is not something you're familiar with. Yeah, very, very ancient style.
Okay.
You watch as somebody rides a real horse down the middle of the street, and parks him in front of a small building and gets off and heads inside.
We need to talk to these people.
If
Why?
we've time traveled,
We
that's
broke into this house.
Yeah, but there's real This could be like an like what Clara's saying. Like this could be time travel. Like this could be like figuring out how the wall. Like if this has been
Well,
years.
If this is time travel, didn't time travel break the wall in the first place?
But we didn't do anything.
No, I technically broke. Like that was my math. This
We just went through a
if
door.
this door has been here,
Yeah.
then maybe it's a
Was it
stable
not?
version of that.
Yeah.
Your mentor going back in time, that broke the wall.
Again, he messed up the math. We made a
Yes.
circle. We tried doing
And
the teleportation thing.
We
Didn't
don't
work.
know what this is. How are we not potentially making the same mistakes?
We've already made the mistake.
And they should go before we make more.
All right. All right. I look at Olivia. All right.
I don't know why we went through this door in the first place. Seder.
Ag has just been sitting there, just marveling at the snow, and looks over his shoulder. If this is adventure, this is what adventure's for.
Okay,
See new things and try new things. It couldn't hurt to just slip out and ask them where we are at least.
Yeah. How about me and Clara and Egg go out, ask, you guys stay in this closet area, and we'll come right back.
You are not going out there alone.
No.
I have seen what looks like 3 different skeletons, 2 of which were holding hands. That didn't make much sense. A large shadow traveling along with a small shadow. I think over there I see some sort of animated suit of armor. I can't tell exactly what it's doing, but it looks like it's admiring a broken sign. I'm not really sure what's going on over there, but you're not going out alone.
Do you feel okay?
Yeah, I feel fine.
We can just go.
All right.
Is there glass in the window? Is it all broken? Is like everything in here broken?
Caden goes to just, is there glass? Do I see glass?
No, there's no glass in the window.
Hand through.
The window's open, Clara. Puts his hand through an open window.
Okay.
See? There's just no glass here. Why would a house not have glass?
I mean, the shutters are open, Caden.
Shutters are on the floor.
Okay, this is fascinating. And if you're that worried about it, we can go back after you.
I'm just saying we're not splitting up whatever we're doing.
Egg speaks up. If this is a thing, if this is so dangerous, shouldn't we at least know where we are so that way, we can't leave? If this is a dangerous thing, then the door has to be destroyed, doesn't it?
It was really easy to get through.
Or if it's not a dangerous thing, then we should at least know. I mean, I'll do whatever you guys want to do. If you guys want to leave, we'll leave. If you want to go down there and talk, we'll go down there and talk. But what are we going to do about the door?
Going down there.
If we stay really close to the house, just talk to that one man, and then run back up here if something goes wrong. We know how to get out.
We don't even have to go down there. We can stay up here and I can talk to him.
Oh, we could just
We
yell
broke
it out.
into his house.
No, they don't need to know that.
It does not appear that this man is sweeping his own walk. It looks like he's been working his way down the street.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I mean,
Look, if you can talk to the undead, fine.
just a goddamn. This is really weird.
Okay, what if we just stick it out of the window and yell? Call that kid.
What if we? Okay, let's not just yell to someone on the street. Are there doors to
there,
the room?
boy. What
Can we
day is
just
it?
go into another room?
Yeah. There's you. This is actually the only room up here, but there's stairs going downstairs, and so if you want, you could head downstairs to the
We don't
lower
have to
floor.
go outside to the weird skeleton things, but we could just see what's outside of this room. We won't get near any skeletons, Caden.
Let's
Yeah,
just open
skeleton,
this
I'll
door.
run. Just Clara opens the door.
Which one? Go downstairs.
The door that's going further into the house.
Okay, so you walk down the stairs, and this is the normal living room. The furniture is wooden and hand carved, very ornate and precise, not expensive in that sense. More like somebody took their time to really spend their time carving this. There's a fire blazing in the hearth. There's tea on that is being kept warm on top of the hearth, so it's not boiling, but it's just being kept hot. And yeah, it's a regular, slightly somebody who lives here is slightly wealthy. It looks like as you look through the parchments and things that are on a table, it looks like the stuff here is addressed to Mayor Coleman Dent
Okay.
in Singtu Village, Singtu Village.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Sing to village. Coleman Dent. Okay. Is there anything on the walls? Like pictures?
There are some
Okay.
pictures on the walls. It looks like there's a family. It looks like there's only one person who lives here. So there's some pictures of an older couple in front of a younger man, who you gather is probably Coleman Dent. Younger in the sense that they are probably in their late 80s, and he's probably in his mid 40s.
Caden walks over to this picture and tries to what are you looking at? And the picture that's torn down and ripped pushes this torn painting to try to back up and trying to wipe the grime off of it to see what it is that you seem to be staring at. Can I even make out anything in this?
Yeah, it's a very, very faded picture, and there's some parchment that when you pick it up, it just crumbles in your hands.
What do we see while he's doing this?
He's straightening the picture.
Oh, okay. See, there's nothing wrong with this place, Caden. It's fine.
Something is wrong with all of you, I guess. Or me?
It's a little bit rude.
Olivia. Never mind.
Now
Oh.
I'm concerned.
No, I just went up and looked at your roll. Technically, you would have advantage on this because you're a full up.
Oh,
But you didn't. I just went and checked what your advantage would be and less.
it wasn't. Yeah.
Caden's going to keep an eye on the windows, and he's going to keep his bow ready, kind of
Okay.
narrow knocked.
Very overkill. Does it look like anyone? Can we hear anything?
As you're sitting there, you actually hear a somebody approaching the front door, and they're walking confidently. You can hear some jangles on somebody's wrists, some very heavy footfalls, and they open. And as you're standing there,
You're muted.
it's not there. You can't hear it. They don't have a long porch. This is you have just a couple seconds to react as they just sort of open the door and step in. And there's a man standing there with jangles all up and down his wrists. You see that bracelets.
Yeah,
And
bangles.
yeah, bangles. Thank you. I can't
Bangle
even remember what they're called. I
Bangles are
personally don't wear
jangling.
them. I was trying to remember. Bojangles. And he has these very large metal studded boots that he's wearing, big feet, and he's about 5'9", and has a very ornate sense of dress. With a polished sword, but not I'm fighting sword, more like a rapier that's worn for show rather than And he sees you guys, and you look at him, and you recognize him from the picture, and he sees you, and he goes, "Oh, visitors! Sorry, I wasn't here to greet you. Mayor Coleman Dent, welcome to my home." And he sort of looks over at Caden, who has his bow drawn, and he goes, "Relax, stranger. I mean you no harm. You are welcome to my home. I didn't see you come into town."
Do I hear all of this?
Yes.
Standing there.
Magda's gonna put a hand out and just gently lower the bow.
Yeah. Olivia kind of started standing in front of
Wow.
He's a
Calm
little
down.
jumpy. Apologies.
It's all right. You've probably had long travel. Did you come by way of the obelisk, or did you come in on foot? I apologize that I was not here to greet us to your fine village.
Through the
We-
obelisk?
Definitely came by foot.
By foot.
Yes, the obelisk, the transporter anywhere in the kingdom.
Yes, the obelisk. Yes. No, we came by foot.
Well, welcome to our town. Welcome to our town. Why don't I show you around? I'd love to show you what our fair town has to offer, and if you wish to stay the night, you are welcome to rest. If you need to move on to somewhere else, I understand. I will happily tell you about our town as I escort you up to the obelisk.
Sure.
We've been lost for many days. What town is this?
This is Sing-Tu Village. If you've been lost, you must be famished. Why don't you grab a bite to eat over at the Red Lion? Carolyn will be happy to fix you up with some food.
What kingdom is this?
We've been traveling for a very long time.
Are you visitors to this whole kingdom?
Yeah.
Indeed, we've been lost for a very
Have you had a chance to meet the king?
No.
The king would very much like to meet any visitors to the kingdom.
Where
You must meet the king.
No, just tell me the name. What kingdom is this?
Well, this is the Kingdom of Grey.
Right.
Wait. Wasn't there a name in
Yes.
Plank's book?
Yes. The Kingdom of Grey is the central city that held back the swarms of the chaos while the wall was being built.
Okay. Cool. Did I know anything else about that?
Not a whole lot. He just mentions the valiant effort that they're making, as well as some of the technology that's assisted in that.
Okay.
Unless you would have done more research, in which case you can roll a history roll, and I can if you want.
No, it's good. She probably
No.
wouldn't have had time yet. But okay. Where's the king?
I could take you to the obelisk. It'll go to Grey City, and the king would be happy to see you today. He puts priority on any visitors.
But-
Why does the king want to see visitors so
Yeah,
much?
how does he have so much time?
The king's business is the king's business. He doesn't tell a
Is
mayor such as I why.
Is everything okay here?
Everything's fantastic. Why would it not be?
Just, I heard rumor that the Kingdom of Grey may have been having some issues.
No, the Kingdom of Grey is as solid as it ever was.
Solid as it ever was.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, since we've been traveling for so long, I lost track of time. What day is it again? Or which? How many moons? When's the next?
It is sorry, I have to do a small bit of math in my head. So he gives a date. Let's see, what would it be? 2159.
Right. Yep.
Is the year. I mean, it's he gives the exact same month and day, but the year is 2159.
That's wonderful.
What's the year? Where are we coming from?
5059.
5,000.
The count that's 5,000 after wall. If you remove the after wall and just count forward, it would be 2159.
Okay, lovely. Why would the king want to see? I mean, we're just lost travelers. Why would he want to talk to us?
He wants to visit with every visitor to his kingdom, and frankly, the king's orders are firm on this. If you haven't had a chance to meet the king, I strongly suggest you do. He has gifts and insight and wisdom to anybody.
We are very tired from our travels. Why don't we
Of course.
get that bite to eat and you tell us about our town? About this town, sorry.
Happily, welcome, come. So the town of Sing-Tu is a very small village. We only have a population of 70 people, 70 souls. We are we produce a fine silk for making of silk garments, bred off of a very specific spider, and everyone here participates in the manufacturing and caretaking of that silk. Up in the mountains, there's some caves, and we maintain those caves and the spiders for a very rare and precious silk, the Sing-Tu silk, as it were. You've probably heard of it, or at least worn some garments by it.
Yeah, but do you guys sell it around here somewhere?
Is that something that like Magda would have encountered as in the elite circles is like a finery, like a rare finery someone might have had?
Yes, but not in the way you're thinking. So there has been claims of finding the lost Sing-Tu silk method. And there have been people who have claimed that they are making it, but every single one of those claims have been debunked. And so every 20 or 30 years, somebody comes along and claims that they have found it. There's a high bounty on Sing-Tu silk spiders from behind the wall. So adventurers who can go and find and capture a Sing-Tu silk spider and bring it back. There's a high bounty on it, but the bounty itself in its very nature is illegal because you can't bring a creature from beyond the wall inside, but that doesn't change the fact that there are some very reckless is what the public opinion is. Very reckless people who would say, bring me a Sintu silk spider and I will pay a great deal for it.
So that would follow that Sintu was known to be outside the wall.
Yes.
Okay, that's lovely.
Come. Let's bring you down to we'll take you over to the Red Lion, and you can have a bite to eat, and afterwards you can restock if you need at the Mountain Cove. Shinta will be happy to supply anything that you need. You can sleep there if you wish, and tomorrow morning you go see the king. And it is actually quite late. The sun is just dropping over the mountains right now.
Does the king require you to bring visitors to him?
Oh, I won't. I don't need to bring you. You can just step in, go to Gray City through the obelisk, and there they will be waiting for you.
If we didn't want to go meet the king yet? Or ever?
Why would you not want to meet the king?
We are but humble folk.
The king wants to meet everybody, no matter how humble they are. He, in fact, insists upon it.
Okay, that's lovely.
We would like to take our time, though. It's a little daunting.
Yeah.
Of course, I understand if you need to rest, but if you make the king wait, he has been known to come out and meet you where you're at, and that would just be rude.
Okay, we will take that in mind as we eat our supper.
What's the king's name?
King Dorian Gray.
Young, is he?
Of
Does
course.
he have a fancy painting of himself?
Yeah, does he really like
I
art?
don't know. I haven't actually gotten a chance to visit the castle, but he is quite young. He took over for his father and has ruled us faithfully in his stead.
How long has he been that young?
As you ask that question, both of you give me a perception roll.
What was the question?
How long has he been king?
Oh, 11.
I'm just being facetious.
Oh, I want to roll back time.
Sure. Yep.
I want to roll back time, and I also kind of want to see what happens when I roll back time here.
Okay. You roll back time.
Yeah,
As you ask how long he's been king, you watch as this figure that you're looking at, it's like static crosses in front of him for a second, and you are looking at a giant metallic animated armor with beady red eyes looking at you for just the briefest of seconds, and then it snaps back to him, and he has this. He's been king for some time.
Magda locks eyes with Caden for a minute and just gives them
Maggie,
like a...
you don't see this, but Clara's the only one who saw it.
Oh, fuck, okay.
Clara
Sorry.
just nods, and kind of like reaches back, just grabs Magda's hand, gives it a squeeze. It's just like, yes, I'm sure he's been a lovely king.
Fantastic. He would very much
why
like
don't
to
you
meet you.
just point us in the direction of the tavern. We'll make our own way there. I'm sure you're very
No, I
welcome.
insist. I'll bring you over. It's my job as mayor to bring any visitors and accommodate to any of their needs.
Okay. All right. No, we're not
He-
trying to get in the way.
He happily sort of totters away.
Okay.
Looking
to
see if you're following.
Does he seem like he is this like genuine wanting to be a nice person, or is he deliberately shepherding us?
Give me an insight check.
Okay.
Caden is like
Nice.
beside himself with like, this is blowing his mind. Nothing is right. I don't even know what to roll, but I feel like he should be,
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
sure, he's trying to figure out what is going on. So, I mean, nothing was immediately dangerous in that this thing started talking, but he's trying to figure out, like, his first instinct was to like attack. Okay, that stopped. Then the next one was like, he was going to like interrogate about like, what is this? Who are you? What are you? What's going on in this room? And then realized, okay, maybe I can learn more from just listening. So I don't know exactly what I'm trying to do, but he's just trying to piece things together.
Well, that seems like a very Caden thing to do. So you have this as you're like watching all of this, your brain sort of splits into two. Not really, but there's a small part where you just take that panicked voice, like what you're seeing doesn't make sense, and you just tuck it away in the back of your brain. It's still there, and you can call on it at an instant's notice, but you're calm, you're focused. You've been in bad situations before, you've been in bad situations before where you've had to put aside the panic to deal with what's in front of you. And so that's just what you do this time. Completely on guard, casual as could be. You look to Magda, she can tell that you are wired like a fine piano wire, stretched as tight as could be. But to any casual observer, you look like you are just,
Magda's
plain.
gonna reach over and just like grab his sleeve between her fingers and just hold on to him there.
Okay. As you turned back time earlier, Clara, you saw the timelines as if you should. Nothing seemed out of place. And with your insight check of 20, he appears to be genuine and honest. He does not appear to be leading you into a trap of any sort. He seems pleased that there's visitors, and he appears
not, like,
very
deliberately hiding us or like trying to shepherd us around.
No. It's more like a very small time mayor who hasn't seen guests in some time, and this is sort of like, now I have a chance to be important, where maybe his normal day to day is not one of very high importance.
Okay.
Normally he's the mayor over everybody he knows, but now he's the mayor over guests, and so
Okay.
But with a 20 insight, he did seem really concerned that you might not go visit the king. Like that was like a problem. But it only was a tiny problem, and it seems like he's moved past that now.
Okay.
So.
Just as we walk to the place that he's leading us, I'm just going to keep an eye on my surroundings and look around and like take in the city or town.
There's a gently falling snow. The Ag is currently trying to catch snowflakes on her tongue. She's not paying too much attention to the conversation. She's just enjoying the snow. She picks up a little bit of snow off to the side and sort of pats it into a ball, and it falls apart. She picks up a little bit more and gets it to work and kind of just goes to throw it at you, Olivia. And as you make eye contact with her, she throws it at the wall. But as you sort of look around, you can hear a blacksmith a little bit down the road. You see that there are a couple people farther. Now that you can see the whole entire road, you can see this winding road that's going down. And there seem to be some people who are outside. And what they're doing is they seem to be fixing some sort of weaving implement for like weaving fine threads or something like that. There's no sign of any silk, but it's the winter time. So, maybe it's the wrong season. So people are just maintaining some gear. You see two neighbors who are just talking to each other and laughing, looking like they're having a good time.
How long has it been since you've had visitors?
It's been a little while. We are a very small town, though, so not many visitors
Give me a
pass through here.
specific number. How many years?
Again.
As you ask for a specific number, I need you to both roll perception checks again.
Okay.
And Olivia, if you're paying attention, you may as well.
I had to close down.
While this is happening, I'm going to grab Magda's hand that's holding onto my sleeve, and Caden's going to inspect her hand. Magda, are you right-handed?
Yes.
Ian's going to... let me get names right. Caden is going to inspect Magda's hand, which is the hand that would have opened up the door handle, and check it for any puncture wounds. Basically, checking for like a place where some sort of toxin might have gotten injected into a hand from the door handles, and then he's going to check his own too.
Give a medicine check. So 20, Clara, with your 16 plus 4 because you have a. Caden, your hand seems fine. Her hand seems fine. With the 20, Clara, you see him once again. As you ask for a specific date, the burning eyes sort of lock with you, and it stays that way for just a little bit longer. And so what did you get, Magda? A 12.
Yeah.
Olivia, you see this too, for just a flash, this heavy armor, burning eyes, and as you say that this time, the head erupts into flames. And
I take a step back.
And then goes out immediately, and the illusion is once more put into place. The only person who has not seen this up to this point is Ag and Magda.
Yeah.
Would Caden have seen that too?
Yes, you've seen everything.
Yeah,
Because
Olivia
you see right through that illusion.
panicked look at Caden, like, oh shit.
Come on, I'll give you some food. Come.
Sure, yes, absolutely. Let's not make the scary man mad. Unless you want to run for it.
Okay. Yeah.
Armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, eyes, head, fire. Yeah.
What? Head fire? Sounds really.
Ag, shut up.
I was fever. Fire.
Okay.
What?
He leads you into, if you guys are following him, he's sort of shepherding, leading, running ahead, coming back to you, and into a bar where there is he calls out, it's called the Red Lion, and he calls out, Caroline, we have guests. And you see a woman who is about 6'2", very slim elven build, come out from the back of the kitchen, duck underneath the doorway. Guests, fantastic. I'll bring some stew right out. She doesn't ask would you like some ale, water?
Water
Don't
would
need
be
a drink.
lovely.
No, thank
Ale-
you.
Ale and stew would be lovely.
Excellent. And she bustles back in the kitchen. You hear some things clanking around. She brings out these bowls. Up to this point, I'm going to give everyone a chance to roll an intelligence saving throw again.
Oh, fuck.
You see +7 to your intelligence saving throws. I don't know what your...
No, I mean, Foundry crashed.
Oh, you can just roll it on yours. You don't have to keep trying to load up Foundry. It's being a... Magda, this is like... You normally roll...
This is hell, but like,
yeah.
can't get through it.
Right.
Do I have to roll
So,
them?
yeah, you can't see through the illusion, but it's 100% okay. It's 100% okay that Magda is completely not... You were not okay with it to start with. And so even though you can't see through the illusion, they're telling you there's an illusion, and there's like Magda... It's just like you understand magic a little bit to go, it's affecting me, but I don't have to believe it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Same thing for Olivia. Even though you've seen some of it, you can't quite puncture the illusion. What is it? Clara, as you look down at your bowl, you see that it's filled with grubs. Not poisonous grubs, but they're just not, it's not stew. It's grubs. And in your cup is very clear water.
Thank you.
What is
My
the-
stomach is turning.
What is the, like... Is the cup or the bowl, like, broken or chipped or something?
Yes, they're very chipped. The bowls are very chipped clay, and the cup has
Can I try and cast
not done.
mending on it?
Sure.
I just want to see if magic works.
Yeah, you cast mending. You go and cast mending on the bowl, and it works. And the mayor goes, "Was there something wrong with your food?"
No, there's just a little crack in the bowl. It's fine.
Well, I appreciate you fixing that for us. You're very kind guest.
Absolutely.
Not catch your names. What are your names?
I'm Madeline.
Ag.
Bree.
Cameron.
This is Olive.
Yeah.
Do you think
Nice
we
to
give us
meet
a
you all.
moment to just catch our breath and eat this lovely?
Of course.
food?
I need to go and let the king know you're here. I'll be back.
That sounds lovely. Oh, is
If you
Caroline
need me,
collecting
I'll be
that
at my
gift?
house.
Okay.
And he shuffles out.
Sorry
there-
for not believing you, Caden. I don't think we're back in time. I don't know. No. Like, magic is working fine. Time is
It's
working
starting to eat
fine. Ag, stop.
Hand over the bowl.
Oh no, I can't see it. Damn it.
Yeah, you know you can't.
Hand over the
It
bowl.
looks like a good stew. It looks like a goat stew.
Let's not eat anything or drink anything here just yet. We don't know what it
Mhm.
it may or may not
Tastes
be.
good.
Sure, but so does poison if you flavor it correctly.
Clara.
So
You're seeing this now.
I'm seeing this now.
Do you know where we are? This place.
It's
Sing to. I haven't heard of
wanna know
this.
it. I
The Kingdom of Grey?
Kingdom of Grey I recognize. When Kieran went back in time, new history, new fun things to learn about the fucking timeline. This place was supposedly supposed to hold out against the curse. But there's no curse. There's also no battle, they're not holding out. They seem fine, which doesn't super jive. That's not super great. So if you would like to, I wouldn't mind running, like right now.
So this is a place
Agreed.
from
Let's
outside
go.
the wall, from before the wall was built.
Yes. Either we have now been transported outside of the wall, which like she's like looking up at the sky. I was like, there's no dome.
Give me a nature check.
Oh yeah, I'm so good at nature. I don't know what that modifier is.
I got your sheet up.
Find out for me.
It'd be pretty
what
good.
I
It's
roll.
intelligence.
Plus four.
Intelligence. Yeah.
Did you just roll nat 20? Oh, natural
Oh.
1. Yeah, you... Nope, no idea. Anybody else can if they wish.
I mean,
Just,
you said that there
Sure,
was no
why
shimmer
not?
over like a
No.
dome. So and Clara knows
Olivia,
the dome.
you're comfortable knowing where you are, and as you sort of look up to where the position of the sun is and the mountains, and you had a chance because you're actually up on the mountains a little bit, and you took time outside as you were just sort of looking around to just look off into the distance, and it's a clear day. It's a beautiful, clear day. And as you looked off into the distance, you saw two creatures fighting each other, a giant winged white scaly something that breathed ice, and a colorful bird of some sort that had the wingspan of like 300 feet. It had to be in order for you to see it. They were
I saw
fighting in
that.
the air, way out in the distance. But this was right also at the time that you turned and immediately saw the flaming head thing. So it
Okay.
sort of.
Yeah.
But as you recollect, you saw no wall. And as you sort of, that you are, based upon the positioning, you are far north of where the wall is.
Yeah, this isn't good. If we are in the Kingdom of Grey, this is not a good time. I would suggest maybe we run.
What
Okay, let's
happened
go
to the
right
Kingdom
now.
of Grey?
They were the last holdout.
Presumably they
And
were
then they
taken by
fell.
the curse.
Yeah, I think we're outside the wall.
Is this what the curse is? These shadows, skeletons, armored
Do
things?
you want to
moving around?
find out? I don't think that.
We should
We'll
go
talk about
before
it.
we are taken
Yeah.
through.
Let's talk about it back through the door.
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah.
You guys sit up, stand up. The Caroline,
Okay, so-
thank you, come again.
Absolutely
Yeah, we
not.
will.
Absolutely not.
Are you going to back to the mayor's house?
Yeah.
Okay, you hustle back to the mayor's house and you open the door and he is sitting on a chair. Hey, you're done eating.
We
Excellent.
are done eating.
How are you feeling? How
How
was
your
the food?
washroom?
Yeah, we need to freshen up real quick before we see the king.
Yeah, can we just use your washroom upstairs?
Upstairs in my bedroom? I have one down here.
There's a lot of us.
Fair enough. Roll me a persuasion roll. I'll let Magda roll it with your help, or you roll it with Magda's help.
Magda can roll it.
I'll pretend that I have to go to the bathroom.
Persuasion. Did you just nat 20 me, Magda?
Yes, I did.
31.
You're right. There's a lot of you. Here, how about who wants to use the downstairs one?
Oh no, we're all fine. Don't worry about it. We'll be right back.
We like to help each other.
Yeah, we need to do our hair. You know.
If need be, I'll use the downstairs one, but they can go up. You can tell
It's a
me all
unique-
about this
I want to
obelisk.
make
And she's
sure
like
we-
pointing up the stairs.
Sure. I'll show you where the washroom is. There's a one upstairs as well on the right hand side, and he takes you, Clara, and sort of,
It's fine.
It's fine.
He's
No,
like looking
no.
back into
No, no,
He's not leaving without Clara.
We should.
absolutely not. Sarah, I
He's
need you to
watching
hold my
all
hair.
of this. As he's watching all of this, like,
Jump out of the way. We need to change our clothes. We're going to go upstairs, and we need to freshen up for the king. I need to do hair. We need to change clothes. Give us a minute.
don't worry
We
about
need to
any
help.
of that. The king
No,
doesn't care what you
I
look like.
insist. We are going to see a king, and I refuse. All of the party will be looking at their best, and I will ensure it. And we need a private space to do this.
Okay. So
misty stuff.
you did. You got a 31, and he was going to let you go up, but you guys fought in front of him about going away.
Could they just use
So
your
go ahead
bedroom
and roll
key?
me a deception check.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So as you just sort of give him all of that, he looks at you and goes, and you watch. Now,
Oh,
you guys both can see
Wait, how
through
long has it
because
been? How much time has passed since Magda said that?
since Magda said that?
Because I'm going to cast Gift of Gab.
Oh, okay.
Of that and just go upstairs.
So it's a what save?
Wisdom.
Okay, 1
Because
second.
he was getting not so friendly.
That was
so I can't see any of these rolls. I just want to make him confused. Even if he's safe,
I think he is.
confused.
and you undid it.
You should not. You can't expect to just leave when you have. You can't know.
What save is it?
I mean, if he's not attacking us, I won't do it.
Let's just
Well-
go.
No, you did it. So what save is it?
I asked how much time it passed. If it's more than 6 seconds, it can't help.
No, it was all in the same clump. I'm gonna allow this. What save is it?
It's wisdom. I don't have anything up.
Okay, 18. So he is just
Save.
confused about all of that. He just looks at you, and he has 2 different conversations now in his
I
head.
grab Clara and I start shoving everyone up the stairs.
And as you look behind you at this confused person, you now see exactly what everyone else saw. His head is completely engulfed in flames, beady red eyes, complete armor, and it stays that way.
Yeah, okay. We're going. We're going.
But as you're going, he's like, well, hurry up now. The king is going to be interested in seeing you, but the image
We'll be
doesn't
right
come.
back.
You see that you do now. And as you turn up the top of the stairs and glance back over your shoulder, it has reverted to the mayor image. But
Okay.
you can see coming out the top of the mayor image is a little bit of flame
Okay.
from the burning head. Oh,
Don't care. Keep moving.
okay.
I'm going up to the closet and knocking on it.
Stairs.
Yeah.
You see that? His head was on fire. That's the dopest shit I ever
I knock on the door.
Great.
Gonna walk way to the top of the stairs.
I'm tired.
Hi, tired. I'm Magda.
The door opens.
Okay, go. Caden, come on.
Go.
Okay, you
Go.
step through. You are in a cave.
Yeah.
Oh, the cave that we were in before.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Guys, if that was a door behind the wall, does that mean those things could come through the door?
Fuck.
Does
Ah.
only if he knows it's there.
Yeah.
Well, we kind of went upstairs and never came back, so
How do we destroy a magic door? Clara?
I have my wand dispels magic.
Well,
I could fireball it.
that's our
But-
second. That's what we'll do next. Ag?
Wand first.
Yes, one first.
If you let me look at it for a little bit, I might be able to tell you what could happen if we blow it up. Do you remember the last giant magical thing that we blew up?
Yes, this also seems potentially world-ending and might be worth a mess.
No, you are correct. I just mean that we need to know how far away we should get from it before we do that.
All right, fair enough.
I'm
Okay.
not willing to blow myself up.
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Also, Clara, you can't just expect to leave and me to just let you walk away with a flaming skull
I
armor
was
man.
going to Misty Step up to the
I don't-
bedroom
I
when
don't
I
care.
closed the door.
I had it us all figured out.
Not
we were
doing
all going
it,
home.
baby.
As they're arguing with you, you're looking at the door, and this door is not anything like what you were dealing with before. This door, you could literally just take it off its hinges, and it would probably stop operating at that point. It's just basically a teleportation circle, planar shift kind of thing is what it looks like. On your way back, you all take 2 points of necrotic damage, including you, Caden. Full 2 points. Oh wait, this was your second trip through, so actually it's 3 points. 3 points of necrotic damage. Sure. But yeah, you could take the door off its hinges, cut it up. It wouldn't work anymore.
Wait, is it just like standing up, or does it have a frame? Could I like pick it up?
Well, you probably couldn't because you're not strong enough, but Olivia might be able to just yank it out of the position that it's at. It seems to be in some sort of stand-up position, inside the wall. It's inside the cave wall. There's no frame though. Like you could just probably rip it out of there.
Oubliette.
Yeah. It's like, can you just pick it up and move it?
Yeah.
Okay.
However, you know with a nat 20 that you could not then stick it in another wall and expect it to work. Like once you remove this, you have stopped this from being able to work.
All right. I think it's just a door. I mean, there's magic in it, yes, but I think it's just a door.
So how do we destroy it? Do we just break it?
Probably. You could just
Okay.
rip it off its hinges.
Olivia?
Okay. Give me an athletics roll
Okay.
as you destroy a door.
Here we go. 23.
You start beating the door up, and you make it kindling. And after about halfway through, the door just sparks, and there's just like magic flare off, no explosion or anything like that. And Clara and everybody else can ascertain that this door no longer. You open it up; it opens up now without any issue.
Knocking, nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
All right, question for the group. Just I'm gonna think out loud here for a second. This is a door that goes beyond the wall. It's been here inside the wall for who knows how long, because the Kingdom of Grey existed thousands of years ago. Why hadn't they used it before?
May not have known it was there, but we did just point to its location by running through it.
True, but
So-
someone had to have created it.
Someone would have had to create it. That
Oh,
is
what if-
true.
What if you did that thing that you were doing to Magda's dagger, where you figured out where the magic, history magic of the thing?
I could have done that.
Oh, then I just destroyed it. Yeah.
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 Because
I
there
mean,
weren't
told
like
me to.
runes or anything around the door, like around the wall or anything. Nothing.
No, it was the door. The door itself was the magical anchor between 2 points.
And there's nothing lingering.
No,
I
you
think-
destroyed it.
What's done is done. We should keep an eye out for other doors or research that could lead to this, but I don't think there's any more we'll find here.
True. Other thing. Whoever's beyond the wall, whoever the king is, now knows that there were visitors, and they know what we look like. And if he knows about the door, he knows that we're on the
What?
side of it.
He only knows one of our names.
She looks at Ag.
Look at Ag.
What? You guys are horrible at remembering fake names. If I had come up with a fake name, you guys would probably just call me my real one. So.
Ag, did you not hear what Frederick said about names? Okay, fine.
Who says
Oh.
Ag's my full name? Ag is just a nickname.
Okay,
Sure enough.
sure. I'm just saying there's now a thing on the other side of the wall that may or may not.
Yeah, a lot of that was very scary with the flaming head, but nobody wanted to hurt us. So
Not yet.
Not yet. What if we didn't want to meet the king? Because who the fuck is the king?
we would have known if you guys had had a chance to meet him. Like, who knows what the king would have wanted to give us? A king over a
Not to
kingdom like that?
mention, we came into contact with the curse. This is a thing that happened.
Okay, give myself a once over. Do I feel okay?
Give me a medicine check. Everyone can if they wish.
Caden's going to
Sure,
walk
why not?
outside. I want to check to see what the time of day looks like compared to the time of day of the other place. If Olivia had
also-
told us that it was north, the old
Mhm.
kingdom, do I know, does it work like on Earth where time zones, like the sun would be very similar northward kind of thing?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm curious to see, when I get out there, does it seem like it's the same type of time of day, like we just did a physical transfer without any sort of time
Yep.
transfer?
That's exactly what it is. All of you feel fine.
Ag, you also ate food there.
It was good.
No, she ate bugs there. I think that's a little bit different.
It was presented as food.
It was, but that...
It was kind of tasty.
All right, Ag.
Okay. So...
Is Frederick still out there?
Yeah, he's out there. You have barely been gone. You haven't even been gone an hour.
Okay.
Hey guys, you're back. Great. So,
Great.
what
Yes.
was it? What was behind the door?
The end of the world.
Come again?
The Kingdom of Grey.
You into the Kingdom of Grey?
Indeed. Don't go through any doors. Like
Kingdom
that.
of Grey should have
Okay?
fallen years ago.
Oh, it was. It was
Yeah.
fallen.
Who was the last king?
Dorian.
He's still king.
Yep.
Just on the other side of the wall.
Did you get to
And
meet him?
Nicely cursed.
No.
No, we did not stay long enough.
That's very interesting. What would a door to the Kingdom of Grey be doing in the middle of a hill?
That is a question. An
Yeah.
excellent question.
Well, that's a question for other people to answer. A fun adventure for adventurers, nonetheless. Yes?
Clara, can you bury this hole?
Sure. Ring on mold earth.
Yep.
Fill that. Just like cover that entrance to the tree.
Sure. Easily enough done. Well, you are welcome to camp here with me for the evening. We're gonna make camp, and then I'm heading away from the road that way. If you like, or you can camp by yourself. I'm just being a friendly neighbor.
Probably gonna
Let's
camp
move
on our
on.
own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no offense, Frederick.
Taken, none taken. I can understand if one of yours does not want to wish to live. You know, anyway, I can understand completely.
Have you come across anything like this before?
Doors?
Yeah.
Door in a hill. Mysterious magical door like that.
This is the first door I have found before.
But you know of
Have you
others?
heard of
or you've heard
others?
of others?
That would be a question. And I offered you a question that I could answer or a door.
All
the door.
right, you're unhelpful. Let's go.
Wait. Is there something else you want?
No, we're not making any more deals with that lunatic. Move. Clara.
Okay, Clara, I mean, Magda said we shouldn't be in the house in the first place, and she was right, and Caden was right this whole time. We should have trusted you guys. I'm sorry.
There
so
are
let's-
more doors
I'm
like
not
this.
listening to a man who calls me his fucking queen out of the middle of nowhere. We're going.
we should go.
Should.
Let's go.
Ag is like standing there with that awkward like you're visiting somebody's house and the parents start fighting. Hey, if you do need something else, we're in town at
Gonna
Frederick.
grab Clara's like sleeve and like slowly pull her hand.
Frederick, thank you. We're going to get going. With
yeah, bon voyage. Have a fun adventuring time. And I never saw you. He winks.
Right. But you do know our names at this point. I'm going to ask something of you.
I have no idea who you are.
If you do come across something like this again, I know you are just a shepherd. But I have a feeling from this and your illusion and everything else that you seem to have some sort of connection to magic. If you find something like this again, find a way to let us know.
Give me an insight check. And so Caden, as you're saying that to him, you think back over your conversations with him, and he seems to care very much about the words that are said. And so he looks at you and goes, if there are things to trade, were I to find something like this again, I will let you know.
Thank you. Good luck with your sheep.
Out of the goodness of your heart, Frederick. And only that.
Trade. I work in trade.
He offered you nothing.
Then nothing in exchange. But in the future, if I find something interesting, if I were to find it and I can offer it to you as trade for something, happily exchange it. And do not worry, I will speak your names to no one. I know the code.
Yes, the code.
What?
Just keep walking, Olivia.
And as you guys walk away, that is where we will end our session.
Oh boy.
That was crazy.
Oh boy.
Oh, man. Magda's like, we don't need to go anywhere near the door. We don't need to go anywhere outside the house. We don't need to be anywhere here. Can we please go?
And we're like, no, I want to explore.
Bad news.
Oh, man.
I'm just like, I don't want to talk to the dude who calls me the queen. What the fuck?
You're just so right the whole time. Oh no.
Well, you guys learned something, and you destroyed the door that you would have never found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's.
Okay.
But-
I like the world lore actually.
Yeah. So I forget we had viewers. I was just so lost up in the conversation. Viewers of ours, there is a Twitchspiration up. So feel free to vote on this. Caden is actually excluded from this as he currently still has 2. So you used one?
Yeah, that was how I got my intelligence. save
You're
through
right. You're
the,
not included. You're right. Okay, I have to deduct one. I forgot to deduct it. Can you see the pluses and minuses next to your names down in the lower left-hand corner?
No.
So if you use one, go ahead and just hit the minus down there to track.
Oh
track.
no.
Oh no, sorry. We just see.
Oh, okay. You can just see the number. That's fine.
Yeah, I used
Yes.
mine, so remove mine.
Oh, you used yours as well. Your okay. Somebody used their inspiration. Who used their inspiration?
I used mine. I took it off.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, you finally got first peek beyond the wall. And
Straight north. Let me bring that map up for people. Zoom
well,
out.
straight north is in the sense that I'm about to make a fool of myself as I try to talk about American geography. What is straight north of DC? Since DC is the center of the U.S., it's not, but that's the capital of the U.S. What's straight north? Is Canada considered straight north from
Yes.
DC?
Like a city, a country?
No, just in general. So I wasn't talking. When I said straight
Technically,
north, it was not
I'm
like.
straight north of DC right now. In
Yeah.
Maryland.
So it's more like if I was talking about where DC is in relative to Reno, for example, then I might say that DC is to my, I don't know, west, I think it is, but
Northeast.
Yeah, I'd say it's to the east,
You're
and
on
it's
the
so
west coast.
yeah, so I'd say it's straight east or something like that. But so it's not like, don't use it as a specific pointer. Just know that it is, you're basically north.
It's up on the map.
Yes, I have a larger map that I can put it on, that I can show you guys next week. But I have to clear a bunch of errors on the map. So, but yeah, you guys do know that the land of Nari is the bottom portion of this giant world that was out there, and so everything is north of Nari. But yeah, you would have basically been following the mountain line up, and you would have been somewhere in there. So yeah, danger, danger, danger. And we have a straight tie across Olivia, Magda, Clara, and myself. What is
Wow.
this madness? I don't. Did we?
I think it's Christmas, so
Gifts.
gift.
Everyone gets it.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm easily convinced. Sure. 1 for Magda, 1 for Olivia, 1 for Claire's not in here, so we'll have to give it to her when she comes back.
I can roll it in D&D Beyond.
No, I mean I'm logging it, so just
Oh.
make a note that you have this. Feel free to roll your D20. 1 for me.
Oh no, let's see what he gets. Okay. That's,
Ah, it's
oh,
not good.
2.
It's not bad. It's like
9.
yeah,
Okay.
2. Magda has a 2.
I'm gonna
That's
fuck
like-
someone up.
You are. You're gonna me. It's me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
gonna fuck you up, Matt.
I'm gonna like he does this thing. You got a 5? Oh man, and a 9. So I got 3 out there that are basically like, and he does this. No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
I have an 8
And
and a 5.
and I have a
by the
5.
way, 'cause I have 2.
And you have a 5 sitting there. There's
Hey,
gonna be a
multiple
battle where
five.
there's a monster that just never hits.
Good.
You can join my world.
Yeah. So well done, everyone. That was fun. Thank you for accompanying us on our Christmas special, which wasn't really special outside of the fact that I had a
There was
cool
snow.
hat
There was
and
snow.
and there was snow. So and my wig.
I think
And my
Egg was
beard?
actually just eating the dust of dead people as it floated
Yeah.
down.
No, it was really snow. So I appreciate you all being there. And we will see you. We will be here next week. So Merry Christmas. Happy Festivus if you celebrate that. You know, and any other holiday. Actually, I think Festivus is like in March, isn't it? But anyway.
Real quick, we have a question from chat for Jackie.
Mm.
Did you get your present from your aunt?
I wrapped my mother's present that you sent. I wrapped the naturalist book. It's the best wrapping job I've done. I don't think that they haven't told me if it arrived, but that was the only one they told me came from you.
There you
Hi, I love you.
Enjoy your spending time with family if you're able to. If you're not able to spend time with family, I understand. I am going to be spending Christmas by myself in my house with my dogs. But that is the world we live in because we love the people that we love and don't want to carry COVID around.
Isn't that like the plot of A Christmas Carol? You shall be visited by the ghosts of Christmas.
Oh no, if I don't need ghosts to come and tell me how I've screwed my life up. I got you guys to do that for me.
We are the ghosts of Christmas past, present, and future.
Which one is which?
Yeah, that's for you to find out, Sonny.
There's 4 of you: past, present, future, and
Chaos.
No responsibility.
no, we're not gonna have nightmares tonight. She said yours was supposed to be delivered today.
I wasn't home. I was driving my dad around.
All right.
I'll find out on Christmas.
Well, yep, we'll sign off. And we will see you all next week. Same time, same channel. Call somebody tomorrow and tell them you love them. Have a Merry Christmas. And peace out to steal from Matt Colville.
Bye-bye.